Welcome back. Another week, another episode of the Other Team, number 30. I was trying to think of a cool number 30 off the top of my head, but I had nothing for you.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Come
Steph
on, dude,
Curry.
number 30. Dale
30.
Curry.
Ooh, Curry fam.
Is Seth Curry?
Nah.
Shit, he might
I
be.
don't think
I
so.
think he is number 30.
Is he?
I think the whole family
No.
number 30.
He's cable version. They don't give him the 30.
He was torching. Oh God, he was. Jacob Handy, Zachary Handy, Terrence Scott. Super cool episode this week. The first of many. We have a guest today. Should I introduce him now or wait till he's fully in here?
I guess I'll just add him right in.
Throw him
Bring him
in.
in.
Throw him in.
Yeah.
Creator and owner of one of our ads. Guy we've known for a very long time. 5-star vintage creator and owner Steve Mopsikoff with us today to give us some time out of his very busy day. Super cool. That's our guy. Anybody else want to gas him up a little? Hey!
Hey, my guy.
In the building.
He can't hear us. Hold on. We gotta get him right. Stevie. Steve still look the same.
I was just about to say he still got the long hair, man.
Looks
Can't
the
get rid
same
of.
guy since I've known him.
Can't get rid of those logs.
I can't hear you, Steve.
We
No,
can
not
hear you
yet. We'll get it right though.
Super excited for this. This is cool.
Yeah, the audio, etc.
I can't
Not
hear
yet.
you.
Hey, there it goes. Hey, tech guys, we're in here.
Once again,
How's it going, guys?
it's
Good.
going. How are we living?
Good, man. I'm in my studio. I see you guys are you guys in 3 different places or 2?
Three different places. All of us in our own. We're all in our own spots right now.
Yeah, 3
You're
different
all
spots.
Long Beach, right?
I am in Sherman Oaks now, so I'm away.
Okay.
I live in the middle of Death Valley because it was like 119 out here yesterday.
You wanted to move to the valley, huh?
I mean, I just did, I guess. I regret it every day I walk outside. My God, it's so hot out here.
What's up with the heat wave in general? It's wild.
Yeah. It hasn't been like too crazy over here, but I mean, it's probably the same in Long Beach. It's probably like 90. I mean, it's a little bit.
for sure.
but
Where are you
compared to,
staying
like,
at,
Palmdale or
Steve?
Whatever. I'm in Hawthorne.
Oh, okay.
He's hella
not too far.
close.
Yeah, he is. He's stone close. That's great. Man, if we really had the studio because of COVID, it would have been nice to have Steve in studio. Next time Steve's on the show.
The studio.
We used to all get together like Terrence's and stuff. It'd be nice. We were doing some live shows out of there for a little while. It was good.
I didn't realize my fucking light was gonna be in here. Is that gonna be weird?
No, you're
Okay.
good. You're totally good, man. This is the beauty about like interviews during COVID on podcasts is like everyone just gets to like be in their own personal setting.
Yeah.
And there's really
Whatever
no
your
rules right
spot
now.
is.
It's kind of like willy-nilly. It's pretty great.
Right on.
I'm glad I got it to work. I've never really used Zoom before, so.
Before a
It's
couple
an
weeks ago, we
interesting
had
one.
before a couple weeks ago, neither had we.
We're all learning this shit.
All right, I'm gonna just jump into it, man. I'm gonna just jump into questions and just get it going. As we introed with, you are creator, founder, owner, whatever. 5-star vintage, something you've been doing for a long time. We've known you for a long time. Tell us about the brand and how you got started doing it and what inspired you to do that exactly. As a business.
School senior year, I started going to thrift stores just like out of like boredom. And actually I was trying to just like find money. Obviously I all went to the same high school, but you guys were already graduated. But my senior year, I was selling like Johnny Cupcake tees. I'm pretty sure you guys remember like the craze behind that. And I remember they were kind of like getting out of style and all my buddies were wearing that. So what I did was I bought like maybe 30, 40 Johnny Cupcake tees off of everybody for like $100. And I remember everyone was pissed at me because they were like, you gave them $100. And I was like, well, they don't wear them. So I was just like, I think I gave Aaron, I know you guys remember Aaron Hall, but
Yeah.
he had like 15 of them and I bought them for like 120 and everyone was like pissed at me. They were like, why did you give them 120? They're worth. I was like, well, you guys aren't wearing them. And he took it. So I took all those Johnny Cupcake tees and I sold them all on eBay for like $60 a pop. Like some of them were like pretty rare. And then I made like $1,000 off of that. And I was like, well, maybe there's more Johnny Cupcake tees at you know, like the Goodwill or whatever. And I just started going to Goodwill and I started to notice there's like jerseys there, t-shirts that I thought were like cool or whatever. And then I just started doing that. And then I noticed that there was like a couple of people online that were selling like old jerseys, like, you know, NBA stuff was like my thing, or like, you know, sports in general. I just knew because I've been around it. And then, you know, like band tees and stuff didn't really come into play till later, but it was mainly jerseys and like polo stuff. And I just started selling that on eBay. And then come to like graduation, so it's like May or June. I'm getting ready to go to college. I just like started going to thrift stores every single day after working out and just getting a bunch of shit. And then on like July, I was like, fuck eBay because I don't want to pay I think they at the time they had like a 13% fee.
Oh,
Which was just like, I think now it's like 10%, but still PayPal takes a 3%. So you're still paying 13%. It's still like the same thing, but I just wasn't doing that. So I opened up a Big Cartel and I just started selling stuff on Big Cartel, even though it's like transitioning from eBay to like your own thing is just like two different ball games. It's actually like pretty hard. It'd be like opening up like a liquor store in the middle of nowhere and trying to get people there.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like there's no one knows who you are. It's not like I'm fucking like Kim Kardashian. I could just like
drop a link and all of a sudden 100,000 people are
Yeah.
going to click on it. Like
Exactly. So you kind of just start your own thing, and I used to just like go on Twitter and start following like thousands of people a day that I thought were like potentially like 18 to 25 that would buy shit. Obviously I don't do that anymore, but like at the beginning, that's how I would like make sales of just like, and Instagram wasn't even like a thing. Instagram was like maybe a year old at that point. So this is like 2012. Maybe it was like a couple years old, but people weren't using it. It was more like artsy, like, you know, you guys
that's what I'm having for dinner. Like that's what Instagram was when we all first got on it.
exactly.
Like send your homies what you had for dinner. Or, like I'm playing basketball. Like it was so just basic.
Yeah, there was no stories. There was none of that. So
Well, we were a part of the first Instagram. Like we seen what the first Instagram logo looks like.
Yeah,
if you was to show
exactly.
that to kids now, they'd be like, "What the hell is that?" So
yeah, what is that? Why are you just sharing some dumb photo of like your cat on, like, people still do that, but it was like that was the thing. Like you edited the shit out of that cat photo. You made it.
Oh
like,
yeah, put the Sequoia filter
shit.
on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
But yeah, so that's how it started. And then I went to college in Boston. So I left everything at my dad's house so he could like ship it out. And then I just started my own like new collection in Boston because I just didn't want to ship everything out there. Obviously I only had like, 80 things or whatever at the time. And I just started my own new collection in Boston. And Boston had a different genre of clothes because it was, there's actually a winter there where you could find big jackets and stuff like that. So that kind of made me like venture out into that and kind of juggling basketball with, doing that on the side. I mean, it was definitely like, it wasn't really a business at that point. It was definitely like a hobby or just
going
like,
to Boston was able to like open up more networks for you, then, huh? You would say?
yeah, exactly. And then I met my two roommates there, so it's just kind of weird how that all worked out. But and then when I went to college, I was like, well, I want to do this and I want to play basketball still. And also I wasn't playing a lot because I'm a freshman and there was like fucking 16 other shooting guards on the team that were all seniors and juniors. So I wasn't playing. So I'm like, I don't really like need to be here. I also hate school. So it's like, do I want to keep doing this? And I asked them to upgrade my dorm room to a bigger dorm room because I was like, dorm room was getting so little with all the clothes to where like you couldn't even move in it. And my roommate, like he was kind of getting annoyed of it. I could just tell, even though he said he wasn't. And I was too. Like I would take a shirt out and everything would fall and it would just be a mess. I was like, I want to upgrade to a dorm room. Well, my scholarship wouldn't go under the upgrade. They were going to charge me like $4,000 a semester. Which I wasn't even making that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So I just was like, fuck all this. I'm just going to drop out. I don't really care about like basketball at that point. Like you guys know, like sports, once you get to like Division 2 or 3, or even the Division 1 at some point, it's like, it's kind of a dead end for you. Like you're not, unless you're like really stand out. Like there was like probably like one guy on that team that could go play overseas. And it's just like, even then, like I see all my friends that are still playing, like it's really hard to play overseas. And so I just saw it as a dead end and I hate fucking school. Like I can't stand it.
Yep.
So,
Facts.
and like my business teacher that was teaching me stuff, he like didn't know anything. I'm like, I know more than you, and I'm like 7 or 18 at the, or 19.
You're
at
like,
the
I'm
time.
selling
He's an
clothes
idiot.
out of the dorm room
Did the
around the
business
corner,
teacher
and
have a
somehow I know
business?
more. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
It's usually
No,
like the business
seriously.
teacher doesn't have a business, but wants to teach you how to run a business. It's like, well, how the hell
No,
can you do that?
100%. Exactly. It'd be like you guys trying to tell me how to run a podcast, and you guys don't have a podcast. It's like, how would you know how to run a podcast if you've never
Hey,
done
dude,
it?
it's like this. It's like everybody loves to do this. Like, hey, sit down and tell me your thoughts. I took Psych 101. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I read the first 3 chapters. You know, I'll tell you what's wrong with you.
yeah, exactly.
And that's literally everyone in college.
I swear to God, it is.
That's the best
I went to
American
SS
dad
State,
joke.
so I went to like a school where everybody thought they were fucking super in depth and super thoughtful. So everybody you talk to felt that way. So
Man,
Yeah.
I
Like
took
they're-
Psych 101 at
it's
a
too much
junior
to hurt.
college. And I'm like, I tell you everything about you. I tell you, oh, you have mother problems. Oh, cool, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they got it all figured out.
So if there is a young entrepreneur out there, what would you tell them like your number one business principle or like part of like, you know, making a business model? What's like one of the first things you tell them?
I wouldn't even say to like make a business model. I feel like that's so, I don't know. That's not how my brain works. Like, I
That's
think
so
you just
old
need
school.
to find a niche. I mean, I could be totally wrong. That's not what I did. I just found something that I liked. I turned it into something that could be profitable. A business model, I feel like, is like very like,
Structured.
corporate.
it's yeah, it's like, why, we're going to start a railroad, and it's like, it's going to be like, I don't know. I feel like it's just too structured, and like business is just like everything else in life. Like if you had a girlfriend and you were like, all right, well, in 6 months, we're going to get married. And then in 9 months, we're going to have a kid, and they're going to be twins, and we're going to have it. Like, you can't have any of that planned out. You don't know. Like, she could lose her leg tomorrow, and you like, don't like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
know what's going to happen.
Exactly. It's
So I
it
feel like
never
it's
goes as
like-
planned.
like,
It never goes as planned though. It's totally like that.
It doesn't.
When we first got together with this, like we had aspirations of like, oh my God, like in X amount of time, we're gonna be like going wild. We're gonna be in there with this, that, and the other. And
COVID.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
COVID. Like things can just happen. It never goes as planned, as good as you want.
That's actually,
Yeah, so I think my advice would be not to have a business plan, honestly, to just like figure it out on the fly and like, I don't know, just kind of roll with the punches here. Because like this year literally has just been one big ass figure it out.
Oh,
I was just-
big,
I was
a
just
big
about to-
figure it out
lesson.
this year.
yeah, I was about to ask that. Terrence made a good point. He was like, COVID happened. You, like you said, you start and every day after workouts, you go to a thrift store and you do this. We went through 3 months where like you couldn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? What did you do in those times, like to keep trying to get new product, or did you have like maybe like some product already backed up that you could still keep rolling with? You know, the beginning of COVID when you couldn't go get new product all the time, how did you adjust to that?
That's a good question. So luckily March 13th, which the 17th was like when everyone, like the NBA shut down, and everybody was like shitting their pants. The 13th, I did an event in Miami, and obviously it's Florida. Like they don't even know what COVID is there apparently.
Still,
But when I was there, people like there was no mask. Obviously, like it was still like pre-masked, and the event went really well. And I had a lot of cash on hand. And then 4 days later, the shit hit the fan. So I had a lot of cash and I had a lot of money that I could go out there and spend. I still had a little bit of inventory, but my whole strategy was just buying off of eBay and Depop and just like offering people bulk deals. Like I would pick out like 45 things and just be like, will you take $800 for it? And they're like, yeah. So I was paying a little bit more than I usually do, just like shipping and stuff, but it worked really well. And like, honestly, I thought March and April and May were going to be like, I thought I was going to have to like find something else to do. Cause I thought like no one was going to buy clothes, and it was totally the opposite. Everyone was online. Like my sales this year are like triple what they've ever been, which is kind of,
We're all sitting
like
at home just scrolling.
Yeah. And it's
Unemployment in
also,
your pocket.
yeah, exactly. And I was doing this like adamantly, like before, like I worked part-time for the airlines, and like I just didn't work because They like hours were cut, and I also didn't really care to fly. Like I don't really need to fly, and everyone like there was nowhere to fly to at the beginning. Like the first like couple like the last 2 weeks of March, it was a shit show. So I was like, I'm out. Like I'm not touching the plane for at least a month. So I didn't really work for like 2 months, and then so it just made me just do this like really adamantly. And then I think like the stimulus, everyone at home, internet. I think it just like triple hit, and it's been doing really well. But it kind of made me know, like what you guys are saying, like with COVID, like you guys had to like adapt. Kind of made me realize, like if I was doing this like full like 110% the whole time, I could have been making this all along. Like I don't think that COVID necessarily made it better. I think it was just like perfect storm, and like I actually proved to myself that I could like do this like legitimate, like like full time.
That's
Yeah,
badass.
I had a buddy. We were going through this, and he was like, "COVID obviously stinks. Like it's been very tough, but it's like it's a moment of opportunity for a lot of people, and like you were able to kind of submerge yourself. It sounds like, and really commit to it harder than you previously were a little bit because of the airline and that type of stuff. And it was a moment of opportunity, and it's done well for you, which is great to hear, and it's done well for us because now we get
100%.
to have you on here and have like a cool sponsor and stuff. So like, it's
When
just
you were doing the
all of the
airline,
moment.
were you shopping when you were flying into those like different spots and whatnot?
Yeah, I would try to. I would try to pick places that would have good, like Phoenix and Vegas and Salt Lake City have really good Goodwills there, where you can buy bulk. And St. Louis too. I would always try to pick in St. Louis, just stuff like that. I would always try to make my overnights worth it, and like sometimes I would have to ship stuff back, even though it wasn't ideal. But I would pack my suitcase or whatever. I still do that. I did that a couple of weeks ago when I was in. I forget where I was. I think I was in Vegas, or no, I was in Arizona. But yeah, I totally. That's a perk of this job too, where it's like the event I just did in Denver last week. I was able to ship everything out there for less than $300 because I could use our cargo rate. So it's like that's 800 pounds of clothes. That would be like
Damn.
probably $4 to $5 if I was shipping that FedEx, and it would take a week. I got it there within 8 hours.
Oh my God, that's a glitch. That's amazing.
Yeah, and then I fly there for free. So it's like there's certain perks that adds to my job. But the beauty of my job is that I can not work. I could get rid of it. It's like being a firefighter. That's how I would describe it. Is you can get rid of or pick up as much as you want. Like you could literally work people make $200,000 doing this job. They don't have a life, but you could make a lot of money doing this, or you could just work. There's people who I've flown with who work one time in the last 15 years. Like it's literally like that. So it's like, it's dope for people who are like nurses or whatever, but it makes it work for like how I want to do things,
Yeah.
That's dope.
All right. Enough business. Time to stroll down memory lane. As you mentioned before, all Highland High School alums, and Mr. Scott here because we played. Well, you guys played, not me.
Good old days. Gary
varsity basketball together.
That loser, Coach Smith.
Tell me something about playing varsity basketball with Terrence. I don't care what it is, but tell me something about playing basketball with Terrence.
Well, me and Terrence go before high school. We go,
way back.
I think I started playing with the Hoyas back in 5th or 6th grade, and he was on the team then. I don't really remember him like 5th or 6th grade, but like 7th and 8th, we became closer because the team started kind of meshing, and I would play up, they would play down, whatever. But playing with Terrence,
good days.
Terrence was like, he's always been like a hard-headed dude, but like he's quiet. You don't know that he has an attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the coach benches him, he's not really he's gonna say something, but like he'll say it to like 2 people. He's not gonna like make a scene out of it. Like no one is gonna know, but the coach will know.
That's good stuff.
Fuck him.
For sure, the coach. He also, I think you changed your shot in high school.
Yeah.
Did you? Because you used to have the wind up.
The Camby.
That was better. The Marcus Camby was probably way more wet.
I believe so too. Honestly, I changed my shot, and I think I fucked that up. You see players now that just shoot any which way, and I think it's beneficial. I think people need to stop changing their shot.
It's because the people we're starting to coach kids, like our generation is starting to coach kids, like how Miles is a coach, and we're starting to tell kids to like embrace what you're good at, instead of like our coaches when we were young was like, playing this stupid
You
ass
need to
box.
do like
If
this.
you want to be a triangle, get out of my system. And it's like, what? We're not all the same fucking shape. So
100%. Yeah, I agree. I feel like you would be a lot better with this generation of people because you want to fucking pull and like
gun in.
that was your thing.
Man.
Yeah,
You was a
you're
shooter
like,
too.
don't
You
tell
shot
me
a
when
lot.
to shoot. Yeah.
Steve wasn't shy. I remember watching Steve. He wasn't shy. He got, when he was in there, he was
Corner three ball money.
Oh yeah, I was pulling.
This dude
threes,
talked
too.
the most shit on our team. Y'all just don't understand.
shooting.
Steve talked the
Dude,
most shit, but you never realized it because the rest was like, oh, he's not talking shit because Steve had this long hair flopping down his head,
Oh.
shooting threes.
I don't
but
know
he's
if I
up
beat
close to
Chris.
everybody.
I think
yeah, Chris talked the most
like,
shit.
I think he just
Oh, yeah,
bullied.
CG?
I don't think he would really talk. Yeah. But to finish playing with Terrence in high school, well, if we were in the same grade, I probably would be a lot like more like noticing of it because we were in different classes. I was just like kind of just focusing on like whoever was in my class. And also, did you play varsity sophomore year?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Did you play a lot? Because I really don't remember.
Starter.
Oh, you were.
Got him.
See, that's the thing. I think Terrence was cocky going into sophomore year and junior year.
Well,
he was
see,
like, I got this
they
shit wrapped up.
well, I transferred junior year to Van Nuys.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And completely destroyed my relationship with the coach. Came back, was like,
Yeah,
can I play again? And he was
Destroyed it.
I guess.
Yeah,
He was like, fuck. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Here's something
You
cool.
regret doing that?
Shout out to my Van Nuys coach for embezzlement. Got the whole team booted off.
He said you regret doing
Side
that?
story real quick. Yeah, my varsity coach, dude, recruited a whole like super team to go to Van Nuys. So everybody was from different cities. It was really good, but none of us went to Van Nuys, obviously. So like CIF rules and everything. But he charged the JV and freshman team like ridiculous like team prices. And they came back with like these shitty jerseys, shitty warm-ups, but they're like the varsity team. Our jerseys was nice as hell and everything, and we didn't pay anything. So the parents investigated all that, and on top of it, our coach was pocketing some of the cash. So literally seen my head coach get walked out.
Oh, man. That's tough.
And I was like, "Ooh, transferred," and then went right
Back
back
home.
And where'd you go? Didn't you try to go to Palmdale too?
I was gonna go to Palmdale sophomore year, but that's when we had the snowstorm. So Mother Nature prevented me from going to Palmdale.
Man, snowstorm in the desert.
That was your
Snowstorm.
freshman year. Your
Yeah, I
freshman
remember
year,
that.
our sophomore year. Yep. I had checked out of Highland,
Oh,
got to Palmdale. School was closed because it was snow. I was like, well, that's fate.
Man.
Okay, so
That's
I think
crazy,
it was my senior year, Steve's junior year, and you guys went on the crazy run, tied for winning league or whatever. Super awesome. Went to playoffs. I just remember like you guys winning like 8-9 games in a row or something like that. Like every week
Yeah.
we're at the games you guys winning.
That was Aaron Jones, man. Shout out to Aaron, man.
Who
was
done? He
balling.
had a couple crazy dunks.
Honestly.
I remember. Tell me something crazy and memorable about that run, about that season, because I feel like that's like probably the season you think of a lot of like is like a happy
for sure.
season.
Well, I just remember. I think the highlight was us getting smacked up by Loyola.
Oh, man.
showed-
That's how it ended.
Bro, they chanted our
we
names.
showed up 2 hours late because our bus driver didn't know where to go and it was raining. So we showed up to a CIF game, like second round,
Yeah.
Packed.
late, and their fans are like, I mean, that was like, it was a small venue. Did you guys go to that game?
I did not go.
Pretty sure you.
No. I went to the
No, you didn't?
I went to the first game at Highland. When
I
you guys
would
beat
say
Alemany, I
that
think.
game,
Or
yeah,
TJ,
like,
yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
played in an environment quite that packed in a high school game because it was such a small
Yeah.
gym, and I wouldn't say there was like Duke Cameron crazy fans, but they were trying to emulate like those kind of fans.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah.
it was wild for a high school game, and we was 2 hours late, so it was crazy.
2 hours late, and in the first, they throw the ball up, they tip it, and the guy fucking windmills, and we're like, oh, okay, this is what's gonna go on. Because like we
Like
didn't
3
really
plays
know.
later, tip dunk, like oh.
Yeah, we were like, oh, okay, this is gonna be bad. But
shit. That's what everybody
I
said.
do remember the game before that though, when we played Artesia or whatever. The kid, the point guard, I think he
Arcadia,
had
that was
like
Arcadia.
40 or Arcadia, yeah.
He was pulling from
He had like,
logo.
I think he had 48.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
almost
he was-
50.
In an L?
I remember that.
Yeah, he got the, they
Oh,
were
yeah,
beating Highland, and then they had to come back because that fool was
Who
on
was
like
guarding him? Because we kept telling
nobody.
him, was it
Terrence,
X?
nobody was guarding him.
No, I
Nobody.
had to
was
put him.
guarding.
I put him in Alcatraz to win the game. He
Yeah,
would have
oh,
had
man.
60 if I didn't put him in Alcatraz.
That was what I was going to say.
Oh.
That was like something as a fan. I mean, I was in ASB at the time, and we put together a very good student section for you guys. I felt like every week we kind of it was so much fun to be a part of that and watch you guys. And that first playoff game was great because that kid couldn't miss. He was shooting the ball in the ocean.
No.
Like
I
he
wish I
couldn't
knew
miss.
his name. He
was-
probably
yeah.
played in school. He played somewhere.
Yeah,
That kid
he
could
was
shoot the
great,
hell out
and
the ball.
you guys had to like really fight and come from behind a little bit and put that guy away because he tried to put you guys away. That whole run was memorable. We used to go to the away games. I'd get out of baseball practice and
Oh,
I'd make
yeah.
my dad go like to East Side, and we'd go to East Side and watch like the second half of the game.
That was dope because your and Pops really did support us.
Yeah, man, you guys are. It was fun. You guys couldn't lose. It was crazy. You guys really were winning every week. Like it was nuts.
It was nuts.
I think we'd won like 9 or 10 in a row, but your guys' class was a lot more like supportive than my class. My class was like very kind of just like boring, I guess. You guys were like ready to go. Like you had like, at least 20 people that were like, all right, we're gonna go to the game. Where is it? 2 hours away?
Yeah, they
All right,
even
we're gonna
pushed
go.
to Loyola. We even have fans that pushed to Loyola to watch
Oh,
us.
yeah.
do
I
Like
remember
just
that.
students,
Smacked
not
up.
family. Like just students and friends. You know.
Yeah, just students.
I just remember they cheered us when we got there because we were 2 hours late. They was like, yeah.
yeah, they were clapping.
We walked back
for
out.
us.
They booed the shit out of us.
That's cool,
Oh,
man.
what good times, man. Oh, that was, I forgot all about that. That was funny.
I just thought about
Josh
that.
Childress's brother was on that team.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
ended up
Shit.
playing at Arizona.
Mm-hmm. The little point guard played at Arizona, Cartwright. The wing who I forgot his name. He played at Pitt.
Penn.
Yeah, so
No, yeah, they had like 3 D1s on that team, but yeah, we got our asses kicked. I just remember. I mean, it was a good time. Also, one thing I do remember is that Coach was, for whatever reason, not really playing me that game, and he just played Cody like the whole game,
my
and
man
he
was
played
shaking out there.
Milan.
My guy too.
I think Milan on our team or no?
Mm-hmm,
Now Milan's on our team.
He was.
Yep.
He played Cody and Milan like the whole game, and I don't even think they shot the ball. Like they literally were like, didn't know what to do with it.
Cody, Cody's my boy too. But
And I was
so
just sitting
mad
there
at
like,
Cody.
word.
Like, but he was a
Word.
sophomore. I was like, what do we expect? He's a sophomore. That's why I thought you should have been playing. Like you was a junior. We had no ball handlers on that team. That was the tough part because they was pressing us, and it was like, I got nobody else in the past the X who's all left hand.
Oh, all
Do you
left hand.
remember-
Big left hand.
X was nice, but he was all left hand.
All that.
Ah,
Do you
good
remember
time.
playing Valencia junior year?
Yes, I
Lonnie
remember
Jackson?
fouling Lonnie Jackson from half court for him to send that shit in overtime. Thankfully, they didn't call the foul because it was a 4-point play. That was an.
I remember
believe
that.
banked it in from half court.
Oh, that's
Why
tough.
you bring that one up?
I
Right.
did remember
Yeah,
Lonnie.
Steve, that's why he's here.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Boston College, though. So
Yeah, he was nice.
what's
What's
actually funny? I got hit from half court in senior year twice. I got hit from half court at Golden Valley too.
oh,
Hmm.
so you're
Oh,
like
I
Paul
remember
George.
that.
Everybody loves shooting with your hand in their face.
Honestly, but I was getting dead eye my senior year. Like, what is going on? These are lucky shots. Why are they going in?
Straight up,
That was
Paul
crazy.
George. That's a bad shot. It's a bad shot.
Bro, it was a bad shot. Dude, double pumped it. I fouled him. Like, how the hell that going?
All right. So, what college did you play at, Steve? And just tell me a little bit about your college basketball experience.
It was Regis College. It was like it was Division III Catholic school. It was in Weston, Mass, which is where like KG, Big Poppy, they all have a house there. Like it's you know it's little. There's only
So
like
it's fancy?
100 people that live there, but it's super like old white money. Like they speak like a different type of English over there almost. And like I think the owner of the Celtics lives right down the street. I'm not 100. There was like someone, I think it was like KG, someone else like big lived there. But so it used to be an all women's school back in so I went there 2012. I think 2008 it was the first year it was co-ed. So my year was like the 4th year that it was men and women. And so the ratio was like 75-25, which was just like, you know, it was just different for everybody because everyone was so used to like women being there. It's a nursing school predominantly, and it's also Catholic. I'm not religious. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's cold as shit in the middle of September. It snowed in October. It snowed all the way to the last week of April that year. It
my
literally
God.
snowed nonstop. Like
Oh,
that
yeah,
year
you
was
from
like
Cali. That made
record.
no sense.
Yeah, I was wearing pants in the middle of September and a jacket. I was like, this is like kind of unheard of. So that was like a culture shock. And then playing basketball, like I don't know if it was just that coach. He was a great coach, but like the training behind it is just like 4 a.m. practice. We had 3 practices, two weeks before like preseason. We had 3 practices a day. One at 4 a.m., one at lunch, and then one at night. And both of them, the 4 a.m. was a 2-hour defense, just defense. We don't even touch it. We don't even look at the ball. The ball doesn't even come out.
Oh my
It's 2 hours. You're doing
golly.
slides, slow slides, suicide slides, like all this shit is just defense. And then like he played a very strict defense where it was like switch everything, no going under screens. So you got to like teach everyone how to go over screens, stuff like that. And like that kind of wears on you. 4 a.m. practice. I'm not a morning person. I'm also 3 hours ahead. I'm still not attuned to that. So that's 1 a.m. for me. So that was like a struggle for 2 weeks. That was hell. And then, just everything else. And then season comes, I'm not really playing. There's like a couple of games where I play like 10 minutes, but I was, it's funny is like maybe like 2 years ago, I went back and looked at my stats to like see like, so I could start hating on people that were playing more than me, which I didn't agree with. My like plus minus ratio was like astronomical compared to everyone else. Everyone else was like negative fucking this. I would get in the game and literally shoot a 3 and just make it, and he would pull me out. It was literally all I would do. I would have steal the ball, layup, get pulled out, shoot a free throw, get pulled. I would play like 2 minutes and I'd have like 6 points. So like my plus and minus was like fucking crazy.
Like Boban.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what it was.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on the team who he didn't. I think throughout his career he scored like 200 points. He played all 4 years.
Ooh,
He averaged like 2 points a game. He played 40 minutes every night. Like he just played defense. That's it. He's just a dog. He just played defense. He wouldn't turn the ball over and he just played defense every day. And I was like, how is this guy playing more than me?
This guy,
He doesn't do anything.
this coach sounds like
Johnny
Bob
Hustle.
Huggins.
Shot.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what he was.
Bob
But,
Huggins
yeah,
and
so that
Tom
was my
Thibodeau
experience.
mixture going over there. He's like, you're going to play all game. I don't give a shit. Don't look at me. You're going to show up and run for
Yeah.
2 hours at 4 a.m. Dude definitely sounds like Huggins and Thibodeau.
He was also a bit of a kiss ass too, but that helps.
See, that's what I hated in basketball, and like why it was hard to continue to go to the next levels. It was like you got to be a kiss ass, and it was like, man, I ain't that
me.
political to kiss your ass.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Like that's
Yeah,
that's
parents
that was the hardest part.
Everybody,
There's lots of politics in it. People think
Right.
like that it's just the best talent's always going to play, and like as much as you'd like to see that happen, that's definitely never the case.
Oh,
Nine
no.
times out of I wouldn't say 9 times out of 10, but often the best talents don't play is because it's just too political. But it is now time to play one of my favorite games of Guess That NBA Player. It's normally Guess That Clipper, but since Steve is a Celtics fan, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
he's a C's. I know he's
I am
happy
not.
after last night. Me and Steve are both riding high after yesterday. Celtics destroyed. Clippers pulled out a good one. Woo! Woo!
So
Yeah,
just to let everybody
I
know,
actually kind of
Guess
want the
That
Nuggets to win that one, but
the Nuggets.
Keep that to yourself,
that's my-
Steve. No.
I love the Nuggets, but
They're
just a
fun to watch.
disclaimer for Guess That NBA Player. So I'm gonna read off. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna read off some questions for you guys so you can guess who it is, and then if you don't get it right, I'll show the player. So so forth. I believe it's 5 players, maybe 6.
I'm ready.
These are all softballs to me, but I also know
I
everybody.
get,
I am a
I get
Nostradamus.
exposed. Every time we play this game, I get fucking exposed.
Yeah, I get super exposed. I'll be like, yeah, I know anybody. I don't give a fuck. Throw anybody out there, Terrence,
that,
and then he'll
Mike?
throw somebody out there. I'm like, who?
yeah, I'm pretty confident right now. But you might throw me a curveball here.
Let's go. We got it. I believe the 3 of us together can fucking beat Terrence right now. We got this. Oh, I'm scared.
All right, let's see. Present.
Yeah. Terrence used to fucking leave the search bar open, and I'd see the last one because he'd leave the search.
Uh-huh.
I
Figured out how not to do that one.
I miss those days. I miss those days.
All right, look at that. Don't this shit look sexy? Shout out to
Man,
me.
I miss when you used
We're
to leave the
upgrading.
answer in the search bar. Fuck.
You look good. You
look good.
Guess that NBA player. This is the first
Hilarious.
one. As we all know, the first one is the easiest, and then it progresses to get harder and harder. We will be doing this on Twitter, so If you didn't watch the episode, we're going to tweet this out before we show everybody. See if anybody can get something. Might send you a prize, might not. Don't hold me to that. But guess that NBA player. We're moving on. So he led the nation in scoring and assists in college. He was taken with the number 5 pick and was traded on draft night.
Oh man.
I want to say this was within the last 5 years.
Oh wow. Okay, so he's
I know who
newer.
it is.
Okay, I think
know
I
who
got
it
a
is.
good guess.
I know who it
Clues
is.
are pretty vague.
I know who it is.
I felt
Right.
like I felt like the first clue was too easy, but
I'm
all right,
like
we'll go
90% sure I know who it is.
Who wants to go
I think
first?
I know who it is,
Me.
but
I know who it is.
I'll let
It's
you
Trey Young. Anybody else want to give me a different? I
Zach?
think it's Trey Young.
Zach?
Yeah, I wanna piggyback that. That sounds good. I feel good with that.
Can't piggyback. Who are you going with? That doesn't
what?
sound like that was your first pick.
I didn't even know who to pick. Honestly,
This-
I was like, I was thinking of guards. I was like Kyrie. I was like, he didn't even play at Duke. Damn.
If that was your pick, I'm fine with that. But it doesn't sound like that was your pick, Zach. Sounds like you are piggybacking that one.
No, I'm piggybacking Jake for sure. I don't know.
All right, fuck
That
it.
sounds good.
Steve,
Duke.
what'd you say?
No, the
I
guy
said-
didn't play at Duke. That's not a clue. Zach just
That's not a clue. I just said I thought that it could be Kyrie, but then I was like, he never even played. There's no way he led the nation
Yeah.
in scoring and assists.
My first guess is Jimmy Fredette, but I don't remember what pick he was.
Oh,
For that was like 11, but that's a good pick. It
Yeah.
is Trey Young.
Okay, Jake.
It was the draft
Daniel.
night. I felt like I gave it away because I was gonna.
That's
say
what
he
got it
was
for
traded-
me. It was
because
straight
he
on
was
draft
traded
night.
for Luka. He was traded for
Right,
Luka.
he
That
was the Luka trade.
My fault. I should have
really?
put the
I didn't know
year.
that.
I
Got
should have
us.
put the year for the pick.
I got us, boys.
Look at Zach getting carried.
Nice.
Hell yeah, Jake.
Little twin.
Hell yeah, Jake.
All right. Nicknamed Young Bull once stared. This is the best clue. I laughed when I made this. Once stared at another player down at the free throw line mid-game. Taken with the 8th pick in the 2018 draft. Almost won a college game with only 3 players.
Only 3
I
players.
don't know that one.
18 number top.
He has a
7, 18.
famous meme for staring a player down at the free throw line.
In 2018, he was just drafted, so like he's new as hell.
Player was staring at him, and he stared back at him. Fantastic meme, one of my favorites.
Oh, what is this? 2018. Dog.
He's at a dysfunctional
Pick in
franchise.
2018.
Very dysfunctional franchise.
I'm like, okay, so yeah, he's got to be. Is it De'Aaron Fox? No, he's Swiper. He's not Young Bull.
That is Zach's pick.
Give me a sec. Let me think. 2018.
Dysfunctional franchise.
Man, every franchise dysfunctional unless you're like the Spurs.
No.
Okay,
There's like 2 that we know are dysfunctional, and I just said one of them. The other one's a Nick. He got to be a Nick.
Is it? No, Chris Dunn was before 2018, wasn't he?
Nope, not him. But that is
Gotta
your
be
pick?
Nick.
Is that your pick?
No, I said that's before 2018.
Damn it, I gave it away. I should just let you submit that pick. That's my fault.
Because Chris Dunn's like 2016. 17.
All right. The clue I will give you is
2018. Who has the Kings taken recently? Like I
his
hear
coach
this-
was fired mid-year.
in basketball, like in the NBA.
Yes, last season his coach was fired mid-year, and he was a legend on another level.
Oh, it's got to be somebody for Cleveland, right? That's got to be John Beeline that got fired. So who did Cleveland take in 2018? Who did they take? Oh,
Hey, Jake, put it together. Sherlock?
Young Bull. Think of who that name.
I don't know what that means.
He said, I don't know what it means.
I don't know who Cleveland took that year. I'm gonna have to cap. I don't know who Cleveland took that year, but I feel like it's he's from Cleveland. No. They took oh my God, what's his name?
Jake,
It's not-
you got it, buddy.
Do you have another guess, Zach?
Nah,
Who did Cleveland take that year?
not
Yeah,
Garland.
Did I make this? It's not Garland. That's finally somebody at least said him.
Yeah. I thought it was a
I
Nick.
am moving on.
I never
Colin
would have got
Sexton.
that. I never would have got that.
All right, it's getting only harder now, fellas. So I guess I did this too hard. All
I got
right,
it.
this one I feel like this.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Nicknamed
yeah.
the Red Rocket, Red Mamba. He's a New Balance guy. 2nd round pick, number 45, drafted out of Florida, and he is a shooter.
I'm ready. I'm ready right away.
Go ahead, Zach.
Matt Bonner.
That's Zach's pick.
Kevin Herter?
Who'd you say?
Kevin Herter?
That is Jacob's pick.
Definitely wrong, Jake, because I know he didn't go Florida.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know where he went.
Going with
Who'd you go with?
I feel like I got this one. I'm ready.
Who'd you say? Matt Bonner, Steve? He's a New Balance guy. Super New
yeah,
Balance.
that gave it away.
So pissed.
He's like the only guy outside of Kawhi until Kawhi just recently signed that I ever knew was a New Balance person. And it was
I told you, my brain's a cheat code.
All right. This one is a little
shit.
hard. First round pick, 26 overall. I don't know why that is twice in the 2004 draft. Ugly shooting form, but it was butter. Went to Western Carolina University. Played for Sacramento, Houston, Oklahoma City, and Minnesota.
Damn. In Minnesota.
Ugly form, but it was.
Oh, I got it.
Was
I
butter.
know who it is. I know who it is.
Me too.
It's Kevin Martin.
Jake,
Yeah, I agree. Kevin Martin.
Steve. Jake. Well, all right, got the Twins pick. Are you going Kevin Martin?
Yeah, let's do that.
It's Kevin Martin.
I know it because we were just talking the other night. We were watching the Laker game. We were talking about the trade, the James Harden trade, and Kevin Martin was in the James Harden trade, and he went from Houston to OKC, and that's when I put
that's
those.
a bad trade.
I just put those two together. He was part of it, and the first round pick that they took with that trade was Steve Adams.
All right, went
Hates
to
Austin
LSU.
Rivers. I love that.
Played
That's
for
sick.
Celtics, Clippers, Orlando. Hates Austin Rivers. He was drafted by the Seattle SuperSonics. Second round pick, 5th overall, 30. I mean, well, why did they say it like that? 35th
Who
overall.
hates Austin Rivers like that?
Said his money.
A lot
He's
of
only
people.
in the league for his daddy.
Ooh.
Oh, who did say that? Who said
I
that?
know this.
2007.
Steve.
Big Baby.
That's Steve's pick.
Ooh.
Oh, I think he's right. I'm going with Big Baby. That's right.
Look at these old backpackers. I need to start having y'all
Yeah.
submit answers.
Well, it's a
via
team.
chat.
We're a team.
Like we're all a squad here. I told you,
Let's
it's
start
all of
muting.
us against you. Yeah, I'm gonna start muting
Yeah,
people.
it is Big Baby. Green
Hey,
Baby.
Go, Steve!
Go, Steve!
Oh, that was the
Hey,
last one. I
then.
didn't have 6 more. Steve Baby
Hey,
on the end.
let's go. We only missed
this
one.
jokes.
What was the only one
Well,
we
it's
missed?
Sexton, and I had it. I had the team. I just couldn't think of the player.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Steve.
Sexton.
Fucking
I never got
squad.
that one.
I wish I could have showed y'all the meme. I thought I had that in there. That's funny.
Is it the one where he's like slobbering? That one's too good.
No, it was the one where y'all gotta look up the meme when he stared somebody down in high school. That shit is hilarious.
Man, that was awesome.
Fucking
Yeah.
killed it. Terrence, you lost.
Yeah, you're a bum. Thanks. Like we
Well,
said,
my bad.
bring it
I
next time,
Made
dude.
it too hard. Made it too hard for you guys.
No, you need to make it harder next time. Fool, we went 4 out of 5.
That's 80%.
Light work.
Yeah, as a
Podcast
team.
with Big Baby.
Hey, yeah, I finished with Big Baby. I had to give you guys a softball. I couldn't have you end it on it.
End on a good one.
You should have went 5 for 5.
You've been watching a lot of the playoffs and stuff, Steve. I know you got to be hyped on your Celtics right now.
I kind of took a break on NBA like 2 years ago. No, like 3 years ago, I started getting into MLB. But this recently, I've been watching it because I just haven't been watching MLB. I feel like MLB is kind of just like a wash this year, sort of.
Thank you.
Also, we're not in our little league, and it doesn't make them more excited. So yeah, I have been watching it. I think the Celtics are fucking surprisingly good. I didn't think they were like going to come out. I didn't think they were going to beat the Raptors, honestly. But yeah, I think the Nuggets are really impressive to watch. I like watching. They have a lot of young players, but it's like I have to like relearn everybody because I didn't really watch the NBA like 2 years ago. So I don't really like know the guys that got drafted. That's why I didn't know that Sexton question because I don't even know that. I really don't even know who that is now.
I'm the only one
That's
on
why
the
I
podcast.
texted Steve earlier, like, where are you at in this NBA level right here? To see where I could get these questions.
I'm the only one.
Dude, guys, I would have got it.
I'm the only one on the pod that picked Celtics, so I'm riding hard for Celtics this year. I got them all the way in the finals, and I feel good about it. I'm watching Milwaukee tank, and the Celtics are fucking beating the best defensive team. I'm looking good right now.
Yeah, you
The
are.
A's look good.
And
Aren't
the
you
Heat
an A's fan, Steve?
I like the A's. Yeah, I got the A's shirt on today.
I was wondering what that World Series was. I saw the
Yeah, I
World
was gonna
Series
ask him what it was. That's fly.
It's the year of the earthquake when the earthquake happened.
That was wild.
That's fine. I need that. Shoot that.
Who do you guys got winning the whole thing? Obviously, I'm guessing the Clippers. What about you guys? What about
I pick Clippers.
I have the Clippers on my like official playoff ballot, but I don't know anymore. If I really had to pick, I don't know anymore. I feel like they're gonna.
Why
give
aren't
it to
the
LeBron
Lakers
James.
the favorite? I feel like they should.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win, in my opinion. I think the Lakers are gonna end up winning it all.
Knock it off. Knock it off. For you get muted, dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can I mute you? Are you like? How do I
I'm
mute
sorry, dude. I watch basketball. If you guys all know me, I'm a huge conspiracist, and I think the NBA is fixed. So we're not even getting into all that. So.
Oh man, if it is fixed, I'm gonna be hurt because there ain't no way in hell they fixing it for the Clippers. Like that shit. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Oh man.
All right, guys. Any
MLB at all or no?
I mean, these guys care. I don't care. Zach and Terrence care about the MLB. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, Jacob's like this season. Who gives two shits? That's basically how Jacob feels.
I hope the Padres win the World Series. The hell, what y'all talking about? I would love for them to win.
No, what Padres? What are we talking about? We still
Shit,
need Clayton
speaking of
Kershaw to
baseball,
slip a ring on. Like,
I've only
no.
got one like foul ball like pitch ever in my life, and it was when I was at a game with Steve. One of the players threw the ball in the stands, and I was
You're right.
We was literally having a conversation, and I just see the ball coming. I was like, "Oh shit, let me grab that, snatch it." Like, hey,
That was
a pinch.
Cubs, I think.
I don't even remember who was playing, but I know it was.
I think it was Cubs and A's.
I know it was one of the A's players that threw the ball in the stands.
That's pretty cool. You don't
I
remember
think
the play?
Lester pitched that game.
I want to say it
I don't
was
know who- I don't know
Davis.
It might have
It wasn't
been.
Rajah. I feel like it was Rajah Davis for some reason, but it was. I don't know.
No, it would be Chris Davis, Crush. If he was on the A's, right? Rajah was
there too. There.
Yeah,
Oh,
Roger.
okay.
I don't remember, but I don't know. It could have been Chris Davis, which would have even more badass.
Man, that's cool. I never got one at a pro game. Obviously, growing up in Lancaster, we went to Jet Hawk games. I had like a billion of them, but I never got a ball. I've never gotten a ball at like a pro game.
I got one in batting practice one time, Dodgers Rockies, and then Dexter Fowler was the one who hit it for the Rockies, and then I ran down because Carlos Gonzalez was signing all the balls for like all these little kids, and I'm like 17-year-old like big kid, you know, and it's like all these like 8-year-olds, and I like shove my way to like the front of the line. I'm like, Cargo, sign my shit, like. And I walked back, and my homies are like, "You just stiff armed 3 7-year-olds to get your ball signed, dude. Do you feel better about yourself?" I'm like, "I feel great."
1,000%.
Yeah, that ball's sick.
It's funny. There's jokes.
Any parting questions for our boy Steve here before we let him go?
No, man, I'm good. I'm stoked that you're on. We got to do it again, man. We're definitely going to have you on again, as always. Like, you just go.
Totally down.
It's super cool just to see where you're at, how far. Like, we all literally remember when you first started doing that. Like you said, like just hitting a thrift store and starting something so primitive, and now it's 2020 and you're a goddamn sponsor for like our podcast. Like, just super cool to see 4 Bulldogs get out of there and do it like this. Like, super cool. We got to have you on here again.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate hitting me up to advertise on there. It helps you guys, it helps me. Thanks for having me on, and maybe I could go to Terrence's studio. We could actually do some real trivia where we get 10 questions.
Oh yeah, sure. I love where your brain's working. I already love where you're
down.
at. Absolutely.
I'm super down.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
But thanks, man. Thanks for having you on. Until next time.
Peace.
See you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
See you. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Once
First.
again, just to remind everybody who that was Steve Mopsikoff, creator, owner, founder, 5-Star Vintage. Go on there, use our code, the other team. No, just other team, just other team. And get 15% off. I promise you, you're going to find some awesome steals. First of many guests. First of many.
First of many. Man.
Any
Well
last-
deserved.
Next week we
First,
got
too,
another
man.
one lined up. Next week we got more lined up. And the week after, and the week after. I feel like LeBron. And another one. Actually, no, that's not even LeBron. That's Khaled. Another one. And another one.
Not one guest, not 2 guests, not 3 guests, not 4 guests, not 5 guests.
Honestly, we have LeBron lined up. Eventually.
Exactly.
To be continued.
Super
I
cool though. Man,
Did
I love
just
that
kick
it's
him off
someone
like
so
that? Was
close to
that
us.
me? They just kick him off the pod. And I just told him to get out, kick rocks, or what? Or were
Who?
we out of, Steve? Did I just do that? Or did
No,
we-
it was perfect. It was a good time.
I was like,
man. We had a good time.
or were we out of questions? We were out of questions, right? Because I was running out of ideas, guys.
Look, let me just give it to you like the business answer. Look, we got a show to run here, okay? We got a show to run here.
Nah,
and
that
it
was
was time.
badass. The interview was dope.
Yeah, it was cool,
It
man.
was all,
As always,
it
super
parted
cool.
ways. You two losers don't know what you're talking about. We parted ways perfectly.
I'm
It
just
was
being
awesome.
I'm just being a smartass. You guys know how I am.
You're
I
just
can't-
being a
I
Clipper
can't help- you know.
Can't
how
help
I am.
it.
I can't help
I
it.
want to talk hoops now, man. Let's get into
Yeah.
the hoop talk.
Yeah. All right. Hoops talk. Playoffs. Bubble. Lives are still being fought for in the bubble. Man. Where do you guys want to start? Seems like momentum has switched it back in that Boston series. Clippers grabbed a nail
I want
biter.
to talk about some coaching, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed
Oh.
to talk about it last week, but we didn't really touch on it. But I think it's really good to touch on it now since the Raptors battle back and Nick Nurse lives up to the hype that man can coach on the fly. And I think Kenny and Charles Barkley, I said it best. He was like, out of my whole years of playing playing in the NBA and being around in the NBA, I've never seen anybody go boxing one. And they did it last year in the finals. And he was like, how these guys go 3-2, 2-3 defenses. Like, that's not normal. And I told you guys before, like, to run a 2-3 defense in the NBA is not normal at all, ever. So for
Almost
Nick
always
Nurse-
unsuccessful.
Yeah. But so for Nick Nurse to be throwing all these different things at people, the man just can coach his ass off. And what's cool about Toronto is how they fully buy into being able to do all of that. But also, on the flip side, Brad Stevens is coaching his ass off. I think they have the more talented team because they have better players in a sense. They have the younger,
obviously.
better players. But it is a coaching battle. I do think Nick Nurse is winning a battle, but you can see it's a coaching battle over there.
I'm glad that we actually held off on the coaching talk because I probably would have said something stupid. And when Nick Nurse went down 2-0, I could have been liable to been like,
I love that.
Oh, right. I could have been liable to be prisoner of the moment and said, oh yeah, Nurse is a great coach, but maybe we're overhyping him. Like he's finally got a formidable test here and look at him get swept out of here. Thank God I never texted that. I never said it, and we didn't get on here, and I didn't have to.
We all knew you thought it, so what does it
because
really matter?
does it cross your mind when you see him go down 2-0? Absolutely. But then you see him battle back. You see the adjustments.
Never crossed my mind, dead ass. I just was like, this team ain't got no talent.
I'm saying me personally.
I was watching Boston like, whoa, these boys are just better than them. Like Boston was just making everything, and Toronto was playing they were still playing hard, and it was just like when your team's still playing hard and the other team is just busting your ass, it's like that got to be demoralizing because you're like, we're trying everything we got, and they're just better than us. We need Kawhi.
I think there's a ton of good coaching going on in the East. Both of those
the
two.
Batman sign, they sitting a claw in the air.
It's the new one though with that long ass middle finger after last night's block. As well.
Oh man, what
We'll
we're gonna get
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. But before we get off coaching, I do want to talk about Mike D'Antoni because
I was
swear
going to
that
say,
but he is a fantastic
I'm the biggest
coach.
Rockets hater.
And talking about teams that buy in and play hard, the Houston Rockets buy in 1,000% in that system. It's crazy. Don't know if it's going to beat their Lakers, but it's obviously giving the Lakers a challenge. And shout out to D'Antoni. Dude's not even on a contract. They said it. He's just in there coaching right now. He's been paid out. He don't even have a contract right now. He's just coaching out of good faith because he's a good guy. So
It's
and he's gonna win. So it's a good. I don't know if they're gonna win, but
we were talking about
making
it,
happen.
and I'm like, first off, that series is two teams that I just love to hate on, right? I don't really agree with either of the organizations, but I told you this, like the things you have to respect. You have to just respect PJ Tucker's hustle. You can't even help it. And then, like you said, like I don't care what your system is. I don't care if your system is no threes or if it's all threes like them or if it's no defense, whatever it is.
Now I care about your system because Coach Bud's system is us.
No, I know, but also like what I can respect, no matter what your system is you getting 10 guys to just be like, yep,
My heart.
I'm 1,000% in. Like 2 feet, there's no looking back. Like what Chris Paul did with OKC, how he was like, I only know one speed. Like I ain't here to, pussyfoot around. We're gonna try to win. I only know how to win. So block.
Does he coach one day? Side note,
Chris Paul?
I think so.
I think
he's a good college coach. I could see him as a great college coach.
I could see
Great
Chris
players
Paul.
are hard coaches though, because they
Yes.
expect people to be great like them. But I do think Chris Paul has the intangibles to be a coach because he's already kind of an asshole. You kind of got to have a little bit of that as a coach. I think he'll be a good coach. To be honest.
I think he's too much of a dickhead to coach NBA players. I think he'll rub NBA players on ways to get off on a tangent. But I think he could truly inspire and get you to run through a wall for him with college kids who buy in.
Yeah.
If they buy into what he's selling.
I think Chris Paul would be. I think Chris Paul's what's going to make him so good if he was a college coach is like if Chris Paul's in your living room talking to mom about how he's going to take care of your kid. I think you'd believe him. You know what I mean?
He's going to turn into Cliff. And when he turns into Cliff, he's gonna talk mom into going to his school. Like, come on.
Who's Cliff?
That's his when he's the Allstate agent with the mustache. That's Cliff Paul.
That's what I think Chris Paul would be good at. Is like he'd be really good in the living room of parents to get your kid to come commit to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say on coaching, I was like, the East has a lot of good coaching with obviously what we said, and I was gonna say
Because
Spoelstra.
Coach Bud's a good coach. I'd be hating on him.
He is, but I think Spoelstra has just really got his team. Everyone fully believes in what Miami's doing. Like we were saying with D'Antoni, that's a big part of coaching, especially at the NBA level, is to just get the guys to buy in and believe and play that way and think that the way they're playing is really going to make them win. And to get everyone to buy into it is really hard. To get Spoelstra with that group of guys and D'Antoni with that group of guys, both of those teams have the same energy where they fully believe, they fully commit to both ends, to the philosophy on both ends, and they're going right at you because they think they're better and they think their system and their way is going to be, essentially win the game. And I think that falls on D'Antoni and Spoelstra. Phenomenal coaching going on in both of those places.
Yeah, I think
Two
Spoelstra.
things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, I got two things.
Yeah.
One, I seen a question on Twitter and I wanted to propose it to you guys. Is Pete Carroll the Doc Rivers? Like, is Doc Rivers a good comparison for Pete Carroll?
I think Pete's more successful.
I was thinking this. Like, I was thinking Pete Carroll was more like Coach Spo, but they're different in ages, so that would be the hard part. But I felt like that's more who their comparison was. But that's off topic. But I was thinking about that.
Doc is almost like Andy Reid. You know what I mean? Like a lot of success, but Andy Reid just now got his first Super Bowl, and before this year, that was his stigma. Was like, well, when the Chiefs are in the playoffs, they're choking a big game. We all remember when they choked the Indianapolis game, 27, whatever. Like before 6-8 months ago, that was Andy Reid's stigma, which is kind of like Doc. Like Doc got the one chip.
I thought Tomlin, but Tomlin has 2 rings. But
Yeah.
Tomlin's like a player coach. He knows how to coach stars, but doesn't always win and whatnot. But
That's good too, Terrence. I could see that.
that was off topic. Yeah. And then my second thing was, God, I love Miami. Like, Jimmy, you are a dog.
Sorry,
Tyler Hero ain't
I love
scared of
him.
shit. Like, Tyler Hero went to the perfect situation. Dude was like, he's being mentored by Jimmy. So, like, that boy ain't scared now. Like, Tyler Hero is shooting big shots with super confidence. The sky's the limit over there, too, because they're all young. They're all under contract. I had Bam Adebayo winning Most Improved Player of the Year coming in before the season. That dude's an all-star. He's a baller. And then on the flip side, what's up with Milwaukee? I don't even think Giannis plays.
yeah.
If he does play, is he even Giannis? Chris Middleton, we got to stop hating on him. No, that man's the real
I
deal.
have 2 sorries. I'm
I
really
got your,
sorry.
You got your back, Chris. I have always had your back, brother.
I don't know if I ever slandered Chris, but
I did.
Now, I'm gonna say this. We had this conversation on an earlier show, and it was just this. I don't know if you guys slandered, but you guys both said he's a 3. He's not a 2.
I still agree to that. But that man been hooping. They need a point guard. Like, they need an elite point guard. You put Chris Paul there, you slide Middleton into that 3, not like literally the 3 spot, but like slide him into that 3rd scoring option and let Chris Paul and Giannis just be stars. Ooh, that team, they need a point guard. They need a shot creating, like, bucket getter late. It can't just be Middleton.
I'll tell you right now, they need Boo to let him play more than 32 minutes a game.
No, that ain't it. That roster is not constructed good enough. Like,
You
you get this late in the season, you need shot makers and shot creators. They don't have enough.
All right, Zach, let's hear your apologies because you owe him for sure.
Yeah.
When we did the overrated
music.
thing, yeah, when we did the overrated thing, two of the 3 names that came out of my mouth were Jimmy Butler, Chris Middleton, and those boys are looking good. Chris Middleton, I still feel like I'm okay with what I said there. Honestly, even though he's playing well right now, I can admit that. Jimmy, I'm completely sorry. Like, I'm literally completely sorry, Jimmy. You have a dog. Like, shit.
We
Like,
said he
you
was
have a dog.
overrated, and I said I didn't think Jimmy was a bucket getter that much, and I still don't know if Jimmy is a bucket getter like that, but he's just a dog, and
Yeah,
he don't need to be. His energy
he's not gonna
is
let.
infectious.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jimmy Butler's not gonna let my team go down sad in the playoffs, and that's something I wasn't accounting for when I said that, and that's something I want in every player. And I like, man, if Jimmy Butler is leading your team in the playoffs, you're not gonna get blown out. You're not going out sad. You're gonna be fighting hard, no matter how it shakes down.
Dog.
Absolutely.
DAWG.
I will say this, so I'm ready to get outlandish. Like, Giannis, I'm not trying to, like, obviously he's not weak. He's fantastic. He's great, but he's not the next face of the league. Like, I was convinced. I
can see that.
I was convinced he was the next face of the league, and I think a lot of people still are, and that was trending that, like, he took over. But much like great players that are just great for way too long, like LeBron's still too great. And honestly, it passed him up, and it's got to be someone a little younger and a little.
Giannis is 25 though.
Yeah, but we look at LeBron. It's year 17, and we're gonna get to that. It's year 17. Like LeBron's still gonna be doing this shit in 2 years. Like by the time it's
I don't know about that, but
Next year could be the
his
drop-off.
head's still at the rim. The drop off was supposed to be 2 years ago.
This, man.
Like
Please
shit is
somebody test this,
stupid.
man.
I'm like, by the time LeBron
needle.
really hands the keys to Giannis is gonna be like 28, and by that time Luka's 25.
LeBron
and I'm
didn't win the
taking
title. When's
Luka at
LeBron's
20.
last title win?
I'm taking Luka at 25 over Giannis at 28. And that's the only reason why I say like it's not Giannis's league next. LeBron went too hard and it's going to pass him up. I'm ready to start that shit now.
I'm just
Remember,
saying,
I said
if Giannis
it.
wins in the next 3 years, do we still feel that same way?
But if he goes like KD and goes to a super team to win, like that, I don't feel the same. You know,
why?
like,
LeBron went to a super team to get his first
LeBron
title?
is the super team.
Yeah, but LeBron's the best player.
Are you? Whoa,
There's going to be an
Best player.
argument.
Okay, let's not be
Giannis
crazy now.
won't be the best player
Giannis
on
goes
the-
to Golden State. He's the best player.
No,
in
he's
Golden
not.
State.
Stephen
No, he's
Curry.
not.
Stephen
Curry.
You're out your
Yeah.
mind. You're out
No,
your mind.
it's Stephen
You're out
Curry.
your mind.
No.
You're
Stephen
out your
Curry.
mind. You are
Stephen
out your
Curry.
mind. You
All
are
day.
out your mind.
Absolutely.
Everybody in this podcast, you guys are out your mind.
He
I
might be
am so tired.
third.
I am.
I don't know about third over Clay. Clay's pretty
I
cool.
I said it.
All right,
Look
we're
at me.
moving on. We're
Look at
moving
my
on.
little
I
square,
didn't
Terrence. I said it. I said it.
He literally. I hold the power. Yeah, I don't know if he's.
You gotta unmute yourself.
I got it.
I don't know. I don't know if he's big dog in the park. I don't know if he is when he goes there.
Oh, that's jokes. All I'm saying is y'all gotta chill with the Giannis slander, and I do mean this dead ass. Like, I get what
I
Zach
don't
said.
mean it's slander
look,
either. Like, I
look,
still think he's
I
great.
I agree with most of those points, but I firmly stand here and will scream to the mountaintops. If that man goes to Golden State, the offense is around him, and he's the best player on the floor. And Steph and Clay are gonna have a field day because that man is on the floor. It's the same thing when KD went there. Like, yeah, Steph is still amazing. It's still your team, XYZ, but the best player on the floor is no longer you.
All right, let's play hypothetical
As
one
simple
more
as that.
time. Let's keep playing hypothetical one more time. He
What
goes.
do y'all say, Miami? That he might go to Miami?
I love Giannis in Miami. I think that's great. And again, as Jimmy's
Wild,
team,
because they got shooters.
Jimmy's team. No, I'm just kidding.
Jimmy's gangsta. I don't know. Jimmy's
But-
I don't even want to see that. I don't know. Think I'm
so let's play hypothetical real quick. Giannis does go there. Golden State's, in the big game. They're in the finals or Western Conference Finals. It's that moment. Who's getting the shot when Giannis goes there?
Steph.
Okay, so it's his team. It's that man's team.
No, what? That don't mean shit.
Yeah, that's his team right there. If you're not giving it to Giannis to
What's
go win
the
the
shot?
game, that's
What's the
big,
shot? What's the shot? What's
to
the
win
Doesn't
a
even matter-
bucket
doesn't
to
even
win.
matter
You're
the
down
scenario to
one.
me.
Down one. I don't care. Who's
down
ball?
one,
Where you
down
putting
one,
the ball?
Giannis has the ball going to the rim.
Absolutely not.
1000%.
We're okay with
Steph
that.
Curry pick and roll with Giannis, and we'll let Steph decide how that turns out.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what I'm
but,
saying.
Dude, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm so mad at that. Steph Curry and Giannis in the pick and roll. Oh my God, let me cry my eyes out. The NBA's crying their eyes out if that's the pick and roll. So good luck with that.
You're like, that shit's not coming down to a one bucket if that's the pick and roll.
Even if it is, that's game because Steph's either gonna cup it or that's just Giannis putting some 2-3 people through the rim for the game. So what difference does it make? God, I hope that don't happen.
I'm gonna tell you right now, though. I tend to side with Zach on this for like, if next year the bag's really not there, like if I can't confidently give it to Giannis at the end of a game by himself, I don't know if
They
I can.
won't give it to him. Does he?
I don't
have
care
it?
what
Or
team
Bud
he's on.
won't give it to him.
Stop.
I get it.
No,
I feel
because
you.
he did give it to him. We've seen it.
When?
It's the Houston game in the bubble,
Oh, yeah,
and it
he
was.
did.
There's multiple times we've seen it, and we're
Already
like,
locked his ass up too.
what are we doing,
Giannis
Giannis?
missed the free throws in the series. Like, he's had it in the moment.
I
And
get it, I get it.
Last year, too, and like I said, I
I
hate.
can't argue the Luka take. Luka
Yeah.
is amazing.
And it's so hard when we get into these combos with these players because they're great. And I've been picking apart Anthony Davis this whole series, and we'll get to that. But it's like his numbers are great, and it's really hard to pick apart players like this because they're
And it's
so
teams
good.
in the playoffs who aren't in the playoffs who have really dangerous young players. Like Trae Young is no one to forget about in Atlanta. That whole team down in Atlanta is no one to forget about. The
Yeah, they're
East
big on
isn't
them.
that strong. They have a lot of young core players. If Trae Young can continue to elevate and be I wouldn't say cable version, but like spectrum version of Steph Curry.
Yeah.
I
Guys
don't
are
know
in
why. I'm still mad I didn't get that Colin Sexton question, man. Because I got it. Like, I had it. I just didn't know the player's name. I had it.
You don't know it. But playoff P, shout out to my boy 661.
I
Shout
never
out to all
lost
the
faith.
haters.
Never lost
The homie.
faith.
Fired
It's
up.
amazing how when you make buckets, how your defense gets better and your energy's up. Just
And vice versa. Like when you're not making buckets and like you had said originally, and you lock in, all of a sudden your buckets pick up.
just
You know what I
lock in and just play better and focus on it. But if you're in a dark spot, like he said he was, basketball's not even that important. We always say it's just a game. Get your mind right. As Marshawn said, get your mentals right, and then focus on the game. 'Cause it is just a game.
So we can go over to last night's Clipper game. I mentioned this to you guys before the show. Zach, as a Clipper fan like me, who just hates being a Clipper fan,
Show me your reactions.
when was the last time you were that? I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I watched it at my desk, and the whole game, I literally watched it like this. Just
Sorry.
like, oh my God.
Bro, I was in stages. Like, I literally
And then
texted you.
Lou would hit a big three in the corner, and I'd leap up.
Bro, I texted you guys, literally word for word. I texted you guys when it was just seesawing in the second half, and it was just like so stressful. I literally texted you. I said, I can't do this shit with this team. Like, I can't. It's so
Gut wrenching.
Bro, I watched it from the couch. I watched it standing this close to the fucking TV. Then I watched it from the kitchen at the bar. I watched it leaning on the bar. Like, I watched it from every angle in my house because I was home alone, just going crazy, clawing at my face. Like, please, can we make a run and go up 15? No, we're just going to keep fighting and fighting. And it's like
bad, man.
I texted that. I texted that in the middle of the second quarter. I think I said every game is going to be a roller coaster in this series. Denver is really good. Like, just to keep it as simple as possible, Denver's really good. The Clippers are going to be in for a grueling grudge match every game, I think, from here on out.
This is the craziest
If
thing
people
about
follow the pod, just saying, I said buy stock on Denver.
Oh yeah, we've been.
I also said
I
the
think
Clippers
everyone-
need
yeah.
a rim protector.
I had to
evident.
pop off 1 week
What?
because I called Denver last October to be like a force, and it's coming. Like, and I got
Oh, yeah,
moved
Jake,
back,
you bought the stock. You bought the
in
stock.
October. I got
sure.
I got it cheap. I got
got good
so
stock.
cheap.
You got really good
it's
stock.
So cheap.
Yeah.
This is the crazy thing about that game. If they would have lost that game, my panic meter would have been like 7 today, right?
Oh,
like I would have been
11. 11. I would have been through
a
the
little bit
roof.
higher than that because
It would have
Jamal
been
Murray
tough.
didn't even play well. And
I literally
no
would have been
one second.
sending emails to Steve Ballmer with like game plans. Like, I would have been red alert if we lost, dog. Like, oh my God.
But the way they decided to win it, it's like
all that spam mail.
I'm on the opposite end and like maximum confidence now. Like it's the fucking Popovich thing I always say. Good teams find a way to win when it's really not all the way.
I don't
there.
know if it's max confidence.
And like
I can't have max confidence anymore.
That
Not
game,
I
with-
this
felt-
could easily be 2-2. What are we talking about? It could easily go
it
right
could
back
be
to
2-2, but the fact that they were able to get it 2-1 and win in that fashion, I was like, okay, like I believe, like I trust it and I believe it. But man,
That's your inner Clipper fan telling you that.
Yeah.
probably.
I don't know if
Very
you look
much.
at any other series like that outside of you being a fan, because like
I'm
I
like,
don't know if you could look at it.
that's
that
the
way. That
spectrum,
series
like,
is
the
way
way-
too close.
Of
So
course,
close.
it could go 2-2 tonight, but like they just
Alright.
proved to me they could win those close games like that. I'm like, okay, I'm confident going forward that they will pull out the close ones like that.
I've had to center myself after the second loss to Dallas. Like, really had to have to do my best to never too high, never too low, no matter which way these games swing. Because first off, this franchise just doesn't matter. We never make it easy. It's never going to be easy for us. We're going to make everything stressful. It's just the way the Clippers are. We're going to blow big leads. We're going to make me sweat and stress while I watch the goddamn game, like at home. So I've been trying my best, never too high, never too low, because damn. Luka was hard, and now we got Murray and Joker. Damn. Terrence is right. We need rim protection. We only get it when we lock in and really believe, like we did at the end of the game, and we only do that for like 25
It
minutes.
just
of the
doesn't
game.
make no sense for you not to have a rim protector when you have like this swarming perimeter defense. Well, you got to funnel the defense somewhere. You got to funnel them somewhere. Well, it just doesn't make sense. You need a rim protector, and then that defense really would be elite because it just fits your play style. Needed Boban. Y'all got rid of the big homie.
Man,
He would be
Boban
nice
would
to
be-
play every 11 minutes a game.
I still,
Yeah.
like I said, I remember I
believe in
said,
Zoo.
I said bring in Joakim.
No, Zoo's nice. I'm not trying to get rid of Zoo. Zoo is there to stay. It just might have to be Montrez and figure out some other pieces.
How nervous was everybody here? Terrence isn't even a Clipper fan when Zoo fouled out with 4.5 to go.
Oh,
and
I was like, put Noah in. I said, put Joakim.
And I agreed. Montrez was so bad before Zoo fouled out. I couldn't believe they went right to him. That's
I
trust.
gotta
Crazy
give
was it-
Montrez some slack because like he's coming off like the whole delay and everybody's coming off a delay and then he's coming off an even bigger delay. But damn, he ain't look good. Like,
No, he's and he
Best
has
he looked was-
look bad.
The best he looked, honestly, was when he closed the game for Zoo. That's the best he's
Facts.
looked all series, and we were all blown away because I should not be rooting for I didn't want Joakim, but I'll tell you right now, Joakim was second person I wanted in. I wanted Jamichael to come and finish the game. And if it wasn't him, I wanted goddamn Joakim, and then I wanted Trez. And I'm like, to think I wanted Trez third off the bench to finish the game, like that's how you know dude's just not going right. But he played great. Huge.
What's up with you guys' boy, man, Pat Bev? What is he talking about, man?
The flailing shit?
Yeah.
I feel like he talks and
the
doesn't
hell with the Joker comment, dude. You poking the wrong bear with Luka. Luka's already told y'all he's with the smoke. That man's at home, like, bet. Training. Oh, you should care. You should definitely care. Okay, care. That he's young, Jake.
Yeah.
He's in the Western Conference.
Luka gonna have his day on us one day, for sure.
Same shit with Jordan back with the Pistons. Y'all had your day.
I'm over here looking at
I'm coming.
Joe Kelly meme right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully you win a title because Luka's coming. You better win a title with all that shit talking because it ain't looking good all the time.
And here's the thing about Pat Bev. I don't even think he mean it to sound so disrespectful, but you got to know who you are. Like, and it's like he not wrong. Like, yeah,
he flops.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah. First, Kawhi Leonard flop. Like you got Kyle Lowry 2.0 on your team with Kawhi. Where like when he has the ball, he does the same thing. Like it's
annoying. I hate guys that be flopping.
Here's one thing I think about Luka. He looked like he to me he's like the kid from Court Hill, like from where we're from. Like he talked a lot of shit, but like he just like waiting for his boys to really step in and take the fade though. Like
I know is Luka takes fades with his game, and his game is walking with haymakers.
Man, yeah,
that boy is throwing Ngannou, Mike Tyson type haymakers. Like
Luka be poking
and
talking shit, and then be like to the ref, like, "Hey, he's yelling at me too."
That's fine.
And
all
they
need
shut
is
that
Draymond.
shit. You want to bark, Luka? Then be ready when they bark back and just fucking clap.
Cuban,
like
I'm trying to figure out how to get like a Draymond Green over on my team. So
Absolutely.
next time you check Luka, you get your leg broken on the floor, and Luka's gonna continue to eat.
Yeah,
like they need that one enforcer type dude on their team to where people like Luka's. I'm glad Luka and Porzingis are trying to like take those steps and be like, but that's not what they need to do. You guys are stars. We need you to be just. It's kind of like with hockey. Like you don't want Sidney Crosby catching fades, bro. You need to go hire some goons on the team. Pay for him and
Marty
let Sidney
McSorley.
keep scoring.
You need your Marty McSorleys out there protecting the prize.
The Mighty Duck movies, those two, the Bash Brothers, they used to be smacking cats. I love all of those movies. Shout out to those Mighty Ducks. Shit.
Okay, let's transition to the other LA series. Couple of questions.
Drug test. I need it.
Okay, how many games do we see the Rockets winning in this series?
I can't get off this. I need a drug test for LeBron. How's his head over the rim still?
Still
like 40.
I don't know.
I saw some.
Gray and
Him and Vince Carter, like, what did y'all eat? What did y'all drink? Like, tell us the routine method. Like,
I've seen people hating like it's camera angles. I was like, shut the hell up.
Yeah,
this man is in your set.
I watched that game and I saw that dunk and that was no camera angle.
Not even the dunk either. I seen LeBron vintage turn the ball over, chase him down. Oh my God. Yeah, R.I.P. Montrez. I seen LeBron literally chase the dude down the other night, 2 nights ago, turns the ball over and straight chases him down and pins it off the glass like it was year 2. I was like, what in God's name?
Westbrook,
like,
if y'all been watching, he been going at Westbrook and throwing Westbrook.
I'm like Terrence. I'm like, honestly, yeah, test this man. This shit don't make.
He's joking,
a robot.
But it really
yeah,
want you
I
to
am
look
joking.
like, damn, test this man. Like, bro, how you that old jumping like this? Like, it would be a travesty if he came
the burst and the quickness off the ground and the athleticism is still literally like daunting. If you're on the court as an opposing player, it low key has to intimidate you. If you see this man that old taking off, like. Man,
dude really preserves his body. It's just a testament to his greatness for us to even make those like test him jokes and shit. Because it's like everyone would be hurt and be completely shocked that man came out.
Devastated.
Like we all are joking, but it's just crazy how great and like how this dude is really this old and defying logic and being able to play like this.
To answer your question,
I kept saying it all year that Father Time is undefeated, and he looks like he's whooping Father Time's ass.
That's what he just said to Father Time right here. That's what he said. I don't give a
basically.
We've been trying to say Father Time since you're like 14. And we're like, yeah, it'll probably catch up this year at some point. Okay, maybe this year at some point.
This really was the first year I really thought. Because like coming off the last year, I was like, this year, like, it just makes sense. Like the numbers 2 + 2 is 4. Nah, homie, it's 19. I'm like, what? Where's your math? What are you adding with? Like, I don't get his numbers, but whatever. Works for him.
We need to have a conversation about Russell Westbrook. And I can't keep.
Yeah, we do.
Because his good games are good. They're not elite right now. Like they're good. And
what
then
are we talking about?
Russell Westbrook.
All right, I'll be back. I don't want to talk about
Russell Whackbrook, dude.
Dude,
He's whack.
No, he's not, man. He's still like.
And he's good, but for the standards everybody wants to hold him to, he's whack.
Look, you weren't
We
ready
still
to
talking about
jump.
Westbrook?
You weren't ready to
Whack
jump
bro.
down.
All right, late.
You weren't ready to jump down PG's neck and write him off after a couple bad games in a series. Westbrook deserves the same exact respect. The man's elite, Jacob.
A
The
round of
man's
applause.
elite.
Russell Whackbrook been doing
This
this
man
same
made
shit
triple
for
doubles
12
look
years.
like double
No,
doubles.
he ain't. You're tripping, Jake. He's had so many more elite moments than he has the moments that you hang on to.
You
The
tell
man
me
is a
anybody else
force.
that normalized triple doubles. The man made triple doubles look like
Good,
double
dude.
doubles.
I'm just not ready to write him off. I'm not ready to write him
Look,
off at all.
Look, don't write the homie off because he got too much dog in him. Is he playing well right now? Hell no. This dude's literally airballing threes right now. Everything is short. It looks horrible. But at the same time, he will still cuss the
He
whole
won
crowd
them
out.
game 7.
Exactly.
No,
Like,
he didn't. He played good. He didn't even play great. He
No,
played.
he
Harden
won
didn't
them
play-
game 7 because James Harden was
energy.
pathetic that game.
His
Exactly. He
energy.
carried them through that game, and he did make the big plays late. Where
Dude,
his numbers elite, no, but he won them that game 7. You can't tell me different.
I can't tell you. You know who really
won
carried
that?
him offensively? Eric Gordon carried him that game.
And Covington, he was hooping.
And
I'm telling you
Covington.
right now, Russell Westbrook is the reason they win game 7, not Eric Gordon, Robert fucking Covington, bro. I'm telling you right now.
I'm not writing the homie off. I will die on that hill. Everybody knows it. That's my guy. He
Just saying, man.
frustrates me. The way you guys watch Clipper games, though, is basically how we watch Brody. Like, bro, damn,
Help me
man, you
out,
killing me.
bro.
We get the steal, turn up, dunk, and then you come back down, airball a 3. It's like, shit. It's a roller
Maybe that's
coaster.
why I'm mad, because maybe I'll be frustrated because I'm like, man, what are you doing? No,
But at
baby.
the same time,
What is you
like,
doing?
it's just his energy is infectious. But it's been a while since we checked in on the Wubble. That is my fault. I am our daily Wubble advisor,
Correspondent, yeah.
our correspondent. But the playoffs is starting soon, so I do feel like we need to talk about that. September 15th, the WNBA playoffs will be starting. The 13th is when the regular season ends. So shout out to the WNBA playoffs. Those girls been hooping over there. I was looking up at their averages. They got multiple people scoring in the 20s. Believe Candace Parker leads the league in rebounding.
You know who?
wanna
You
say-
know who I like?
What?
I like the girl from the Aces. The big girl.
Asia Wilson.
Yes.
Asia Wilson. We got to learn names here, but yes, Asia Wilson. Arika Ugawable, I'm saying her name wrong. She leads the league in scoring at 29.9. The girl that went to Notre Dame. She hit the game-winning
Didn't
shot
she-
years ago.
Yeah,
That's what I was
didn't
gonna
she,
say.
Super Cup.
didn't she lead the league in scoring last year or something, or almost? Or is she a rookie this year? No, she's been in the league.
She might have led the league in scoring last year.
I feel like she led the league in scoring maybe, or possibly won like MVP or something. I recognize that name. She was hooping.
I had it up. I was going to share the screen real quick so we could see the WNBA stats.
That bucket that she hits though to win at Notre Dame is so sick. Such a good shot.
Is this still a Sabrina Ionesco pod?
Always. Yeah,
Always.
I am New York Liberty fan, dog. Even though they can't win a game right now, but we're all about them. Sabrina is the shit.
So just quickly, we'll check out the
Oh, look at
stats.
my girl, Asia Wilson, dude. She's a bucket getter.
Oh, Asia
20.
Wilson's a super bucket, dude.
Super bucket. Brianna's a bucket.
Yeah, Brandon Stewart, Dewana
Jeez.
Bonner, Donna Taurasi, Skylar Diggins. So Dewana Bonner and Skylar Diggins won Player of the Week this past week. They both averaged over 25, so out there getting cups.
Love Skylar.
Quigley, Kelsey Marshall. Looking at the rebound numbers, just to put in perspective, Candace Parker leads the league. So forth. Where's Brandon Stewart?
Who's your
there.
Wubble team, Terrence? Who do you like? Like who do you root for when you watch the Wubble?
I don't particularly have a favorite team. I like Seattle a lot. I've always
Terrence always liked
Super-
Brianna
I like
Stewart,
Jordan
too.
Canada. Brianna Stewart's a baller, but I like Jordan Canada a lot. It was when I was working at the Pac-12 network. I found her the same time when I discovered Sabrina Ionescu. Well, I'm not saying discovered, but when I personally discovered them, watching and like doing highlights and whatnot. Jordan Canada, she reminds me of she plays like Chris Paul to me. She trains with Chris Paul and everything. She plays a lot like him. That's one of my favorite players. So I follow her. I don't really have a favorite team. Like I like the Liberty because they got Sabrina. If I had to pick who I was rooting for in this year, it'd probably be the Aces. They had a lot of players. Kelsey Plum, she's not playing this year. I think she just opted out because of COVID. But yeah, Vandersloot, she has buckets. Definitely need to watch this guard. She really does have buckets. It's the reason why she's averaging 10 assists. I don't even know how. I went to go back. But yeah, that is your daily Wubble advisor. So like I said, check it out. Playoffs are starting on the 8th. What did I say? The 15th?
15th.
Not the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, check it out. Don't hate.
Are you gonna give us an expert's opinion pick on who's gonna win it? Not a fan pick, an expert's opinion.
If I was to pick expert opinion, I would go with the Aces.
Interesting. Las Vegas. Interesting.
Yeah, I think they're the best talent. Also, I wouldn't root out what is it? What team is it Dallas? Yeah, it's Dallas. That has Erika. That's what team she plays on. So anytime you got the best player in the league, or arguably the best scorer in the league, you've always got a chance.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Real quick before I throw us onto the gridiron, Jake, I know football's coming up. To answer your question, the Rockets will win one more game. I can almost guarantee you that. They'll win one more game at least. But it's are we ready for football? I'm fine at I think last year I said I was really into football because we did the rankings and we did all the fantasy talk. But now I'm legitimately ready. We're 2 days away, and now I can really tell you. You know why?
Wait. Before, I'm sorry. Since we was talking Wubble, I just want to
go.
Standings real quick. Let me just share this one more time. For our quick fans, because I really want to support the WNBA. They don't get enough love. These women really can hoop. So here are the current standings for the season. So you got the Storm leading, got the Aces, which would be my pick. Minnesota is here. Never root out Diana Taurasi in the Phoenix Mercury. Dallas is actually struggling. So
those don't look like they're gonna make it in. Oh wait, one more team gets in. Only got 7.
I believe it's 7, and one team gets a bye. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I should get more advice on that, but we will be watching, so I will be learning as we go. But yeah, that was our to finish.
Shout out to Wubble. Keep hooping.
The Wubble. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Other team supports Wubble. No, you're good.
No, totally okay.
But yeah, so we'll switch over to the gridiron as always. Whenever we do football talk, and even when we don't, whenever we just talk about this podcast, always thrive and prop up with Thrive Fantasy, man. Big sponsor of the podcast. Season starts in 2 days, and Thursday and Sunday combined, 50,000. They're just waiting to give away in prizes. They're gonna give away 50,000. You just got to sign up to Thrive, put in your money, go use the promo code The Other Team, and they're gonna give you more money on top of your money. You put in at least $25 or more. They're gonna give you another $25. And you're probably going to get a cut of that 50,000 in guaranteed prizes this week. So definitely do it. They got the 10,000 guaranteed contest event for opening night on Thursday. That's going to go nuts. So get on Thrive right there. $20,000 event on Sunday. That's going to go nuts. You know, they're trying to give, this is free. What do we always say? This is free money.
Come on, man.
It's free money. Go. We all love to gamble. We all love to do the fantasy thing. Get for it. Get to it. NFL Sunday touchdown only event. Super fun. Easy prop. Fantasy game right there.
Playing the sorry-ass Bears. Come on, man.
Going right. Oh, don't even get me started. Going right there. So prop up with Thrive Fantasy, man. Go right there. They go live at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, man. They're there to help you. They want to help you. They want to give you more money to play with, to have a chance to go win. As always, they're going to do something. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursday, man, they're going to do a special event, and it's going to be an instant 100% deposit match up to $250. So you deposit anything up to $250, they're going to match it and give it to you. So you're going to double your intake right there. Go to Thrive Fantasy, prop up, use the code The Other Team, prop up Thrive right now with Thrive Fantasy, man. I can't tell you enough how fun it's going to get going this season.
That's Stafford. Sorry,
but as I was saying, I'm finally ready, and it's not because I've done 4 fantasy drafts now. It's not because I went to a barbecue and chopped it up during fantasy drafts and drank some Trulies and did the whole thing. No, I'll tell you why I'm finally ready for the season. The Lion Slayer has been named starting QB of the Bears, baby. I'm here. I'm ready to get my heart broken. Let's go, Troobs.
Okay,
Let's do it.
Here's the thing.
I can't wait for the Wildcat to be debuted in that game.
I think when we said Troobs, we meant Cohen. I don't know. Fuck.
I've been keeping this to myself because I just want to drop this bomb and pressure the both of you now. Can we get a bet for the pod amongst
Yes.
Like losing team.
God.
Zach's got to go over there and grab your Lions sweater and wear the Lions sweater next episode, and then you got to go get the Cutler jersey, and he's got to wear the Cuddy jersey if you guys win. What's the bet? Something's got to happen, dude. You got to wear a hat.
I'm terrified.
I need something for the pod, man. What is
that
the
itself?
wager?
One of us got to rock the gear.
Got to rock the other one's gear.
Rock
Okay.
the other team's gear next week, right?
Okay, so it's So we're doing it like after this game. It's not like season.
No,
You know,
Zach,
series.
it's for this game. You
I'm
freaking
scared. Did you not hear my quarterback? I'm scared.
I'm pressuring
What
you.
I'm scared is my head coach is an idiot, and we'll go out there and literally let Trips throw for 450. It's like, this guy sucks.
It's the only team he
But
likes to do it.
exactly.
Against, man.
Like, and then next week, Trips would throw for 110, and it's like, Patricia, please pack your bags and never come back. Like, you and
Oh,
Quinn
man.
pack your bags. Like, I'm ready to fire everyone in my program before let me even get in front of that train. Matt Patricia, this seat can't be hotter.
Yeah.
Like, I like you, my guy. You're a disciple of Belichick, but every disciple of Belichick is sucked. So you're looking to fall down that line. Quinn, your seat couldn't be hotter. So make
Who's
it happen. All right, GM, Bob Quinn.
Yeah. Bob Quinn, yeah. But yeah, I'm down to rock some Lions gear if we lose, man. I can do it. I can sack up and make the bet.
I'm glad you're down because that's what's going to happen.
I'm terrified. But bet's good over here, man. I'm terrified. Let's go get them troops, baby. I'm rooting for you, man. You know, I told you guys from the start of camp, give me the younger guy. There's not a big disparity in my eyes between the two. I want to rock with troops. I'm glad. I'm glad that he got the starting job, man. Honestly, like, and I know I was being facetious and funny, but it did get me jacked up when we finally announced our starting QB. Like, I really am ready for football season. Man, what's the hot takes though? This is not a safe place. I know I gave a hot take on Twitter that in what was considered a safe environment, but we holding you to your hot takes today. What do we got? Who's got something for me? I got one for you right now. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Matt Stafford will finish top 5 in the MVP race.
Okay, shit. This isn't a safe place. Remember that. And I'm
Right,
ready. I'm ready for this.
1000%.
I'm ready for
Barring
this.
injury, he'll be top 5 in the MVP race. And I wouldn't say gonna win it, but top 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crazy too, and you guys are gonna call me crazy. Baltimore wins 9 games or less. Steelers win the division. Boom.
Oh, Zach, why are you such a Steelers fan?
Talk to them. I'm not, but I can just
Every year
I
you
could
are.
read the
Vince Trainer
lines. I could read
I
the
like Tomlin.
lines.
He's using his common sense.
I was gonna say this. My hot take was gonna be that the Saints borderline could miss the playoffs. Like what your take is on the Ravens. I felt that with the Saints because Atlanta's due for a good year, and I like Atlanta.
Atlanta been due for a good year since
They lost the Super Bowl. Yeah, exactly.
and they was good for a good year until they made it to the Super Bowl. Like they always good for a good.
Here's the
due for a
thing: we
good
talk about Father
So
Time
true.
being undefeated. Father Time might kick Drew Brees in the face this year. Is all I'm thinking.
No.
Well, shout out to you keeping Kamara. That worked out for you. I was hoping you didn't because I probably would have ended up with that pick.
Oh, it's ready.
Honestly, the way the draft shaped up in our fantasy draft, I would have ended up with Kamara because I got the best running back available.
Yeah, you would have for sure.
Clyde Hilaire Edwards? Is that his name?
Edwards Hilaire.
Oh, is it that way? I should learn his name. He's going to lead me to a championship. Can we talk about what you did to our fantasy league, Zach? Is that popping off real quick?
I don't know.
Can-
Zach's
B League?
once again slacking
Yeah.
again.
I'm not slacking. Okay, if we're gonna get into this, Jacob said he's running B League and he hasn't told me anything.
What do I need
You
to
have
tell you? You said I'll get all 10 people and give you their information. You haven't given me a single. You haven't.
Can
said
we
one
can we
thing.
tell the fans what's going on?
All right,
everybody's not lost.
so my famous, fantastic fantasy football league. I do the draft lottery. We just did it.
What's it called?
PSI per square inch because we renamed the league after Deflategate. So PSI Fantasy Football League. Go to my Instagram if you want to see. We did the draft lottery. We do it every year. It's hilarious. We do it on Instagram Live.
Very invested league. Everybody's invested.
It's fantastic. So the wait list, there's been a wait list for this league for so long. And when I was at this other fantasy party, some people who were on the wait list for this league were bringing it up. They said, what if you get 10 guys on the wait list? What do you think about opening up a B league to the PSI? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a B league, and now we have just turned this shit into soccer, baby. Bottom 2 of the PSI A league. If you come in the bottom 2 of
like
the
you can't do it
consolation
that way,
bracket.
though.
Oh, no, we're doing it. Trust me. We're
Why
doing
we
it.
should have voted. I 1,000% think we should have voted. This league is a very faithful league. Everybody loves each other. We've all been aesthetic for years. We should have
For
voted.
sure.
I think everybody would have voted yes, but we should have voted. But I do think this idea is awesome. I'm super down, scared, but I don't know if we should do it.
Terrified.
I think it should be every 2 years or something like that because I just don't know. Like
Oh,
the
no,
way we're
kinda.
doing keepers, that's so wild to me to do it that way.
Oh yeah, it's great. So this was all part of the process. So bottom 2 of championship league
I get it, but that's so
get
wild.
relegated. If you go to the championship game, the top 2 from the other league, get promoted. If you win
But
the
you
B
get
league,
promoted. Surprise! You're promoted getting to the A League with a shit team.
right? Welcome to
Your
the
prize
big
is a
leagues. Yeah,
Just to get sent right back because it's gonna be hard to rebuild.
not unless you
Kevin got
win the
worst
league.
roster.
Nah, I
Put
get it.
in a the
I
greatness.
Get it.
Yeah,
Because most
and
likely
so,
every team has 2 worthy keepers.
And if you win the A League, you get to pick, or the B League, you get to pick which of the 2 teams you want to inherit for keepers of the.
Also,
That's like
second place just gets the.
yeah. So like, I'm not going to give for because maybe the 11th place team was trash, and overall you like the keepers better on the 12th place team. Who knows? I think it should be up to the person who wins B League. So we're gonna do that, man. We're gonna get that popping. B League's got to be ready at a moment's notice. We're gonna get them going, and they're gonna have to draft tomorrow before opening day, but. It's happening,
vote.
man. The league.
We
No,
didn't vote.
I'm telling you, I'm not voting. I don't.
A dictator.
I told you, I don't vote no more in my league. Like I said, we're expanding to 18 playoffs. Like I'm just telling the team, the league, the rules now.
I'm calling HR. Who's that?
Calling HR.
Who's our HR guy?
I'm the captain now. I'm HR. I'm Goodell. I'm all of them.
I'm taking HR role.
Yeah.
Jake's co-commish. I'm head of HR now, and now we have filed several complaints.
So if you want in on the B League, if you want to be on the wait list for the B League now, hit me up, man. We're expanding.
We're about to have a
C
C League eventually. Who does this guy think he is, man? Who does this guy
Like English soccer over here.
that's
Zach, I'm down to run it, but last I talked to you, you said I had 8 teams. Once I get 10, I'll tell you who they are, and then
that's fine. I'll get I can get the list to you, man. We'll get it situated tonight. So yeah, that's happening, man. That's exciting.
Any more hot takes though? Because that is cool. But any more hot takes?
I don't know. I want to.
We didn't get one from Jake.
I said Atlanta over
said
New Orleans.
Atlanta over New Orleans.
Yeah,
He said.
That.
I feel like that division is supposed to be good every year, and I just don't know how that division's ever going to shake
hot
out.
takes? I don't
Who's
know
your starting running back over there, man? Because I picked up Robinson. I'm feeling good about that. Let's tell our fantasy owners. Is Robinson a good pick?
Who's Robinson?
Denard?
Your starting running back.
No, we have Chris Thompson and Armstead.
No, Armstead's on COVID, and he's expected to be the super backup.
I don't even know who Robinson is. I don't know who people on our team is anymore. We got rid of everybody.
Look at this. Is this guy even a Jags fan?
Bro, we literally got rid of everybody. And then every time I wake up, it's the guy who got traded, and there's a tweet at the top of my timeline, and it's like, well, thank God to be out of that shithole. And I'm like, it's so awesome to be here.
Breaking news, Giannis is out for Game 5.
Hot takes for the Jags. I don't know. Gardner Minshew will throw for 4,000 yards this year.
Holy shit.
Well, you guys are tanking for Trevor, so that'll be interesting if Gardner has a good year and forces the hand.
We're only throwing the ball, by the way. We're getting rid of all of our running backs. It's going to be Minshew to Chark all day long.
Yeah.
Jags so James Robinson is your starting running back. He's on my roster. He's listed as the running.
You know what's funny? I just saw a name, like an old famous name that was working out with us. Who was it? Oh God.
No, Sean Moreno. No, I'm just kidding. I just saw his little. I saw his little crying meme the other day. This is so good.
Cadillac Williams.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Cadillac was good.
This guy was good in the last 3 years or so. Okay, give me a break.
Ray Rice. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh God, who was it? He was working out with us, and I was stoked about it. I was like, I'd be down.
No, you're not.
Zach, I'm down for anybody at this point. We just said our running back is James Robinson and Chris Thompson.
The way they have it listed is Davine Ozengabo is your RB2. He's from Nebraska. He was pretty good there. He ran for like 1,200. But the guy, James Robinson, is a FCS star, but he had like 1,800 yards over there. Dude was a monster over there.
Tearing it up in the FCS.
I don't.
Those guys. Football is the only sport. Well, not the only sport, but football is the one sport that guys can transition from any division and level. If they can play, they can play. Just like the guy that. The Patriots took, and the second or third round, Cat wasn't from like a JC NAIA type school, and that dude's probably a monster.
What's crazy is we're not even going to take Trevor. We're going to be tanking, but Minshew's going to be nice, and we're going to get the best pass rusher, and we're going to have Josh Allen and whoever the best pass rusher is on each side, and we're going to be fucking filthy defensively again.
And you're going to keep spinning in the same circle as you always do. How about you try to buy some offense?
We
just love defense. Like, how about you get some offense?
We were 8 minutes away from the fucking Super Bowl with this thing.
And the reason why you did not get over those 8 minutes was because your offense wasn't good enough.
Because the league's fixed.
Because Bob Kraft got Goodell a couple of massages. You know? Miles Jack was never down.
Whoa! He got on the massages. Are we now saying Goodell is tied into that?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
He's tied into whatever Bob Kraft and Jerry Jones are doing. Actually, I can't even say Jerry Jones. Cowboys can never get
I ain't heard from Jerry in a while, man.
Hey, real shit, I heard some crazy shit. Jerry Jones was just in Newport Beach. There was like this massive psycho big yacht like in the Newport Beach harbor, and my sister's friends were in that area, and everybody was like, what the fuck is up? Like, why is this thing here? This thing should be like in Italy. Like, look how massive and crazy this is. And they were like, oh, that's Jerry Jones's yacht.
How does it just get here?
Well, I mean, it's
What,
got propellers
floats?
and it floats. It's a boat.
Well, no, like, but why is it over in this area when Jerry's?
The hell is
way-
Jerry doing over here? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The hell
Like
are you
you
doing
took
over
your
here,
boat
Jerry?
all the way from Dallas, the waters in the Gulf of
Gulf
Texas or
of
whatever.
Gulf of Mexico
From
shit
Mexico,
and take it
yeah,
over
Gulf
here.
of Mexico, took it all the way over here. Like, what the hell? are we
It's
doing?
Jerry Jones. He's probably got 3 of those yachts, one stationed on every seaboard. You know what I mean?
I
Damn.
MVPs. Let me get your preseason MVP pick.
Preseason MVP.
Lamar.
He ain't going back to back. You don't
I
want to
didn't
say
say it.
it.
Patrick Mahomes plays a full season. He'll win it. He'll have the numbers.
Same. I was gonna go P Mahomes. Let me be basic. P Mahomes.
I'm not going him. I'm gonna go Russell Wilson.
Ooh, I love it. That's who I almost picked. Mr. Unlimited. Don't forget it. Don't
like
forget.
that. I'm
It's
still not on board with Mr.
You're not gonna like it until Bleacher
What
Report
a-
shoving it down your throat when he's gone the 2-minute drill.
Who we got for division winners? What we doing for division winners?
Okay.
Yeah, where do you want to start? Let me know.
I got to pull it up right here. We can start NFC West. Niners, Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals. Here's the thing. I've been off of it, but they really
Yeah,
got
that's how I
weapons.
feel. I was like,
I want to go Cardinals, and I want to go. Almost want to do another hot take and say Niners might not even make the playoffs.
You're
I'm down with
Ripping.
that hot take. I'm actually
your
down with
guys
that
are
hot take.
wild.
They lost
guys.
some of their defense. Which super carried, and it's
And-
hard. How often do
And
teams
Phil.
go back
Phil
to?
is on the Niners now. It's just Phil is out
How often do teams go back-to-back division winners like that? Not very often in football. unless you- God,
I'm
there. With a
okay
bad
with that.
quarterback.
But
With a bad.
he's
okay.
not bad.
He's
Shut
okay.
the-
He's okay.
They stopped throwing the ball literally in the playoffs because that man threw almost 4 straight interceptions, and it was like against Minnesota, and he didn't even get to throw the ball in the Super Bowl because of that. Shanahan was like, "This guy is seeing ghosts right now, so we're not going to let him throw no more."
I think it's nuts. I don't know. That seems really good to me still. I think it's nuts just to say, like, obviously it's a hot take, but to say, like, no playoffs for the Niners is crazy. I can get behind no division winner because I do think it's the Seahawks' turn to finally win this division. I'm going to go Seahawks,
I feel you.
but
It feels wild to say it, though. But
I still
agree.
think Kyler's one more year away from doing what you think, Jake. Like, I don't think Arizona really pops until next year. I do think
That
San
defense
Francisco has
is
another
so
year in
good.
them.
Underrated.
Arizona is going to win games and really ruin some people's seasons. They're going to win some big games.
that defense is real, and people don't even realize how good that defense is over there.
That's arguably best division in football right now because the Rams aren't half bad either.
No,
No, the
and
Rams don't suck
I
at all.
deserve Cam Akers more respect. I was like being, slanderish when we did rankings last year and kind of poking the bear there, but Cam Akers is actually a very good running back, and I think he'll be fine there. Very tough division. Every
Okay.
team in that division is really good to me.
So I picked the Cardinals. I won't back off it. I went Cardinals. You guys both went Seahawks, just for the record.
Yeah.
Okay. NFC North is next. I don't even really need that. We obviously know what division that is here.
Yeah, I'm not going to be biased.
Go ahead, boys. Fight. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to be biased. Vikings. Vikings are the best team in our division. I think if I was betting, I would bet on them to win the division. I hope that we're in the run for a wild card, and I hope
I
we
think
play
it
better.
goes-
But I think Vikings are the team to beat.
I think Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears, but Vikings win the division.
Oh no!
You just
I mean,
said
if
the Lions
I'm,
are finishing second. Did you just try to sneak that into the podcast?
yeah, he did. If we're really
It's no
lining
sneak.
it up,
I think we could make the wild card. I'm dead ass, but I am gonna pick the Vikings to squeak out in a close division.
Just
With
try
like
to
11,
slither
10
that on
wins.
past us. I got
Yeah,
Vikings,
anything.
Lions.
No,
I,
I got Vikings.
I want it.
Lions, Packers, Bears. Is that better for you?
I don't think we come in last, Steph. I definitely think we're better than Lions. It all comes down to quarterback play for us. Like, we have the pieces. You've seen it 2
I
years
don't
ago.
think
We
so.
have
I
the
don't think
pieces.
you have the pieces.
It's quarterback play for us. If our quarterback plays well, we'll be in the hunt for the wild card. We'll be second. We'll be in the hunt for that
Overrated
second place in
defense.
the division. Oh no, absolutely not. You're fucking tripping. And
You
absolutely,
don't even have
like,
your main defensive tackle this year.
I have fucking Khalil Mack and 2 locks. And now a new safety for the 3rd year in a row. I just rotated safeties, Adrian
Get behind
Amos,
that, Zach.
to HaHa Clinton Dix, to Tayshaun Gibson. Like, my safety position is elite still with Eddie Jackson
It's went
holding
down
the
every
other one
year.
down.
Well-
No, they're all good with Eddie Jackson on the other side right there. Like, our defense
Eddie's
is
a baller.
fine. We're
Eddie's a
fine.
baller.
Our
I
defense
like-
is still going to be fine.
I
It
don't-
all comes down to quarterback play to see if we're going to win enough games to fight with the Packers for a wild card spot and second in the division. If our quarterback play sucks, we'll be 7 wins.
I
and
can't
be
wait
third and
to
fourth in the
win
division.
that wild card and come
I,
on this
uh,
pod and talk so much shit.
Yeah.
I,
You're gonna be
I-
fired up. If I win a wild card, I'm gonna be fired up too, dude. I'm gonna
Look
be fucking
here, you
juiced.
little sissy nannies. We all know the Lions and Bears are not winning the division.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
who is going to win the division? I like
Ain't
the.
the Packers. They
I
ain't
like
the
the.
quarterback.
I like
No.
the Packers because this is
Every
why.
day, LaFleur's like, fuck you. And Aaron Rodgers like, fuck
Right.
you too.
What's funny is that's why I like it because I like Aaron Rodgers to go revenge tour this year, win it for them, and then look at McFleur, whatever the hell his name, McFlurry, whatever his name is,
Matt
and give him one of these as he walks out the door and say, "Look what you could have had." That's the type of petty I think Aaron Rodgers is,
I could get behind that. But
and so I
don't
think
think
I think he's
each
going to be
team in that division
impossible. He's going to be
has a
possible
good
MVP.
defense.
Yeah, for sure. They always do.
So that's why the Packers won't be able to be that good, is because that offense is not that good outside of
Rodgers.
one man and Aaron Rodgers being Rodgers. And good luck, dude. Just good luck.
I like
good luck.
Good luck. Like
I like-
every team in that they all have good defenses.
I like discount double check to really stick it to him and say good luck with Jordan Love because this is what you could have had on his way out the door. It's just he's that type of petty, and that's kind
Where
of
does he go?
I don't even know yet, but I just know he's out. No, I don't know if he's petty enough to
Oh.
go there because he doesn't like you guys, but he might be.
Favre
Zach.
did it. Favre did it. He went right to Minnesota. Like, oh yeah, come on over.
I'm not gonna lie, Terrence. I like Bears and Vikings. I like Bears and Vikings to fight for that number
Oh,
two.
shit.
If I really had to sign on to one, I would pick the Vikings begrudgingly because the Bears defense I really love, but the Vikings have better running back. If Kirk plays, they obviously still have a better quarterback than Chicago.
So you got my team last here. Mute this guy.
absolutely. I have Utah last.
We will hold on to that. Let's hold on to that.
Bulletin board material.
NFC East. Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Redskins. I actually have it playing out exactly like
Redskins.
that. I have. Oh, sorry. It says it on NFL.com. It says Redskins right here. I'm super sorry.
Yeah. How about
That's
you
2
get that
weeks
right?
in a-
It's the
that's 2 weeks in
Washington
a-
football team, but
Right. That's 2 weeks in a row. I've done that shit.
What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, I'm insensitive. I got Eagles. I got Eagles winning that one.
I
think
have the
Carson-
Washington football team.
I
I
got
got that name. Like
it's
this
so
guy's
funny.
a jackass. Like,
It's I got Carson Wentz finally staying healthy, so I like Eagles. Anybody got Cowboys?
Give me the boys.
Yeah, they're a
The
hot pick
offense
this
is dynamic.
say quads.
year. Knock it
Danny
off.
Dimes.
No,
Knock it
That's
off.
the hottest take in the world to do that.
me. That was a segment ago. The hot takes. You're crazy.
My screen
I
just
got-
broke.
Nah,
Give me the boys. Give me Dak and the boys.
I got
That offense is too dynamic to me. Like
I don't
the
like
Eagles,
the Cowboys.
Wentz still can't throw it to
I hate
anybody.
them.
They
I
still.
I just
hate
don't
them.
like the Cowboys. Like,
That's how I feel, Terrence.
Who the hell
I don't
is
like your
Wentz
owner,
throwing it
so I'm
to?
sorry. It's hard for me to root for you. I don't like Jerry. Like,
They still
I
lining
like
up
Jerry.
Arcega Whiteside as like possible wide receiver one. Like hell no, I can't pick that team to win the division.
Their
Best
main
I-
receiver is Deshaun Jackson. That's
What
so
year
terrifying.
is it? Like what
Exactly.
year is it?
He was never one ever.
Doug Peterson make it work every time though.
They shopping Alshon.
They're gonna win games, and like the Eagles
You're
will be
right.
in the
It's
wild
probably
card
safe
hunt and
bet is
shit. But
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Safe bet is Cowboys. But I'm
Cowboys
going.
are like a big bet to win the bowl this year.
They win or do.
I feel
True.
8-8. Here comes 8-8 again.
Yeah,
You're out of your
they had
fucking
Drew
mind.
Bledsoe and they was gonna win the whole thing. They was like, oh, Tony
Um,
Romo, win it all. No,
So we got
Dak
Eagles,
every year. No,
Eagles and 2 boys picks, or what do you solidify?
Terrence
here?
said Eagles,
Yeah,
unless
I'm
he's
gonna
coming
go
back.
Eagles.
Eagles and boys. NFC South: Saints, Falcons, Bucks, Panthers. And here's where it gets weird. Here's where it gets weird because we said about a month ago or whatever when Cam got signed 2 months ago. The question was who wins more games, and I think we all picked Cam, and I don't believe it anymore. They just kept signing good players, and now I'm like, Bucks win this division with 11 wins, and I like
I don't
Falcons.
know.
to
They
go
feel a
9 or
little
10
like the
wins.
Clippers. You gotta have like time to build a team. You can't just buy a bunch of pieces and put
Shit
them
ain't
together.
Madden,
Sometimes
you
I
know?
feel like you can in football.
And football is the most probably the best sport you can do it in, but it's hard to do it in basketball. That's like why the Clippers are struggling. But I don't know.
This division
Drew
is so hard
Brees'
to me.
arm is got to be shot by now. Teddy Bridgewater ain't gonna get it done enough. And Carolina, Atlanta.
I don't know if I want to pick Tom or Drew. I really can't decide. Like,
I don't know if you should overlook Atlanta.
that's such a good. Like the division's tough every year. We always say that about this division. Every team doesn't feel too far from the next. At least at the start of the season. If I have
If
to,
they
I'm,
lose,
I'm,
Matt Ryan might be on his way out. They're gonna start questioning Matt Ryan soon.
No,
going
'cause I feel like they
Saints.
never lose because of Matt.
I haven't seen any. There's
Yeah,
no
but it's just
preseason
that he's
games
getting
this year.
older. It's kind of
There's
like
no.
Stafford.
Yes, exactly. Matt's almost done, for sure. With no preseason and with me to see nothing. I don't have anything to see. I don't know what Tampa Bay looks like. I don't know how Tom looks. I'm going Saints. I'm ready to go Saints. But damn, I think it'll be close.
I like
Falcons.
Bucks, Falcons. I think Saints finally missed the playoffs.
I would say two teams that make it is Bucks and the Falcons win the division. Bucks make the wild card.
Didn't you
Two
just tell me the
Falcons?
Falcons when I said Falcons are going to have a good year? That was my hot take, and you were like,
I
well,
know,
they-
but
they
looking
been
at
due-
that division,
they've been due for a good year. Like it's only been 8 minutes since we just had that conversation.
yeah. But thinking about it, it's like kind of to all of Zach's points. I kind of agree to all those. You know what? Screw you,
Division's
Jay.
tough.
Never hear that again.
I'm going Bucks. Since you want to be like that, I'm
Big
gonna go Bucks.
TB. Now he's a
Go
big
Tom
TB
Brady.
guy. Hell yeah.
Never doubt Tom Brady. Bruce Arians is a good coach too. Brian
I feel like I'm betting against LeBron right now, which I hate doing.
Because
Like,
you're
I
right. Because
don't
actually,
like
Jay,
saying
because
that.
I was saying Atlanta, and I'm like, I ain't saying that shit with confidence, just because they got the most camaraderie over there because they've been together long enough. Because all those other teams are kind of freshly made teams and whatnot. Carolina got a new quarterback.
Orleans.
Yeah, but their quarterback's old. They need a new quarterback. I don't know.
I
Tough
just
division.
said all
Very
this,
tough
and everybody
division.
said like, "Nah, Breeze." Like I literally,
I didn't say
just
anything about
said
Drew
all
Brees.
this.
Yeah,
I was-
we all agree that Drew Brees has a noodle of a shoulder. I think we all actually do agree there. Falcons ain't winning division, Jake. Get
I
over
didn't say
it.
they were. They're going in second. I said.
Next division, where we at now?
We're in the end of the AFC now. AFC North: Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Bengals. Zach has already committed to the
Big
Steelers
Ben.
winning
Ravens.
this division. How many games do the Browns win?
5, 6 games.
So we still don't believe in the Browns, even with all the moves they
Bums
do every
me-
year.
Bums
They
me
may
out,
be
man.
getting that quarterback from North Dakota State or Justin Fields.
Wow, Baker train is already gone, huh?
I'm bummed because I do like Baker and I want them to be good. I do. I want the Browns
I
to
used
win
to like
11
Baker,
games.
but he's kind of worth it on me.
I want them to win
You got to
11
produce
games.
if you talk shit.
I would say they're like an 8-8 team. The Browns probably win 8 games.
They scream 7-9 though.
Every year they do, don't they?
Ugh, so depressing.
I got Ravens. They got the best coach in the division with a great roster, so I'm going Ravens for sure.
Facts. And they're healthy.
Yep.
With like 18 running backs that are all good.
Like 18
AFC
running
West
backs.
Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers.
Raid. No, I'm just kidding. Chiefs. I'm really just kidding. Chiefs.
Chiefs,
Chiefs.
Broncos.
You like Broncos second?
I do like Broncos. Yeah, Broncos are going to be tough this year.
I'm drinking Hard
But
Knocks
I-
Kool-Aid. I like Chargers
I-
to come in second.
Nah. But they're going to run the hell out of the ball, though. It's a lot of fantasy backs over there. I'm like,
Hard Knocks is getting me because I actually do. I love the Chargers this year. Hard Knocks
Is it
really
Kelly or Justin Jackson?
Shout out Antelope Valley, Eastside High School, UCLA Bruin, Joshua Kelly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 661. We
Good.
produce.
Zach, who do you got second place? Nobody believes in Gruden, huh?
I kind of want to say Raiders, but it's just once
Gruden,
they said
Mariota?
I don't believe
once they
in that.
said Mariota, I was off that. I would probably say Broncos. Drew Lock is supposed to hit. This
I don't
year
like
and-
their roster, but I like Mariota starting. I told you guys when they signed him, like Mariota is going to be their starter. But I actually like what Mariota is going to do for them. I think Gruden's
I
going
need
to
to
coach
see
them
it
up
to
well.
believe it. I need to see
But
it to
I don't
believe
think
it.
that roster is talented enough to actually
No
surpass.
receivers.
Because like
They got
Denver,
Ruggs.
Denver always has a good defense and they run the ball well. And Drew Lock did look good down the stretch. So with Melvin Gordon, Freeman, and Lindsey, like they have a lot of decent running backs, above average running backs over there. So if Drew Lock can just play action and make sure it throws to Sutton and Judy. Isn't that where he is now? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Judy. Right?
Judy and Sutton are like the two
Yeah.
men over there.
And Noah Fant, who I hope has a great season.
Been waiting
They got
for
him
it.
playing in a slot, so it's like I like what Denver's doing. They still got the good defense, but Gruden, it's something about Gruden that makes you want to pick the Raiders though. 'Cause
I would,
he's a
love
good
to, I would
quarterback.
love to. I would love to see the Raiders do well. You know, I like to go party with them, and
Mariota's gonna play well.
But
I think this is finally
I'm
the
not
scheme
sold.
for him, and I don't know. Carr could also play soon too. I wonder where Carr's going. If Carr's gonna go start.
every
That's a good
time
pick.
this entire season when we ask where a quarterback that's any good, any near good, any sort of good, if we ask where he's going, every time I'm raising my hand. Like
Who's
every
the
time.
backup in Tampa?
Soon to be my quarterback. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Could be a good spot for Carr. Go learn behind Brady.
Okay. Brady's old stomping grounds, AFC East, Patriots, Bills, Jets, Dolphins. I got the Bills. Bills are good.
Patriots.
I got the Bills. They're really good. I like Cam to come in second.
That's
Um,
my hot take. Damn it! I should have had Cam winning a MVP. I don't know why I'm on that hot train right now. I really have a lot of faith in him.
They don't
I
have
love,
any
I
weapons.
love Cam this year.
Like they still don't have any weapons for Cam. Just like
Really?
Brady
They
had
don't
no
give
weapons.
when has Cam ever had any?
Tom
weapons?
had
He
no
just
weapons
hands the
last
damn
year.
ball off. He hands it
Uh,
off and play action and just makes it work with a bunch of nobodies.
I like Bills. But like
Bills.
tentatively, I wouldn't
I
be
love
shocked
the
if Allen
Bills.
had a regressor year and the Patriots somehow figured out with Cam. Like
They don't
wouldn't
have
be
running
shocked,
backs for their
but
system.
I do like Bills.
The Bills?
Yeah, Singletary,
don't.
like they want to run the shit out of the ball because it fits their system. Singletary and Moss, who I could be wrong because they're both young players. Well, Moss is a rookie, and Singletary, what is in his
Second
second
year.
or third year? Yeah,
Yeah, I
second
think.
year. So I could be wrong because they're young players, but I don't know. I'm just not sold on those backs for like the type of scheme they run in. Josh Allen obviously is a high wire act, but he could be really good. Like I like
I
his
love Josh.
potential.
I
I like
love-
his energy, the type of guy he is. Like like
I
that.
love Josh Allen. I think his potential is like out of this world. I think his legs are what like give him that extra boost, and I think his arm's getting better. It's not great, obviously. I mean, he can obviously throw it a mile. Actually, he might even be able to throw it 2 miles in the fly, keep it a buck. But I'm big on them. Their coach I used to hate, and he's actually done a really good job there. I think McDermott's really crushing it, and their defense is great. Locked up Tre'Davious White. Keep it close and run that ball. I'm big on the Bills this year to win a lot of games and win that division. Lastly, probably worst division in football: Texans, Titans, Colts, Jags.
Titans, especially after getting Clowney, love it.
Can they relegate any of those teams?
I think we're getting relegated to London, and then we got to play English Premier League soccer to see if we
They've
can.
been definitely trying to send you guys to London. You go to London every year. They're like,
I'll be so pissed if I got to.
do you guys like this team? London's like, no.
They're like
like this
kind
team?
of.
No.
They love us. We win every year there. They probably love us
They probably think you guys are somewhat good for some reason.
because we only win when we're in London. I don't think the Jags are going to be very good. I hope I'm wrong. The only thing I hope is that we finish above the Colts because that's my main rival to me.
You're losing a lot.
If I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna go with Zach. Titans probably
Love
got,
Titans right
got
now.
the best running back in the division. Solid up the defense. Vrabel seemed to be very capable last year in what he was doing there. It's funny. Everybody loves to praise Ryan Tannehill, and it's like the Jimmy Garoppolo thing. He throws it 8 times a game. You know what I mean? Like they just run it. They don't even throw it with Ryan Tannehill.
That's why Derrick Henry should have got his money, but it's a cold game. It's a
I got
cold
Titans. Zach got Titans. Who do you got? Who do you got, Terrence?
Titans, because that division's ass. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna take the Texans.
No, you want to know why I hope
don't
it's
have
not the
weapons.
Texans though? Because they need to fire Bill O'Brien already.
Yeah, but Deshaun Watson's a bad man. He's the best quarterback in that division.
He's
so I'm
nice.
gonna take
He is
the
nice. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie to
he
you,
is.
Terrence.
He is.
That's one bad motherfucker right there. That's a BMF. That's one bad.
And he
motherfucker.
just got paid. Just got paid, so he might be like, fuck it.
How competitive are the Colts with Philip Rivers? I think they're surprisingly good. I think they'll be
but
a
I
good
don't
team.
know. I think
Those are
they
those are two
scream
teams that win the
8-8.
division.
They
I
scream
scream
8-8 in a lot of close L's.
A lot of close losses.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I can see the Texans winning that division, and then them going 8-8, Titans going 7-9, and everybody was just close, and all those games are close.
That could very well be Terrence. That's actually could be very well be how that all plays out.
That's I think so.
Super Bowl. Give me a Super Bowl winner. The way
my
too early.
goodness.
The way too early Super Bowl winner.
It's Detroit Lions.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of it. How can I mute the host? How do I mute the host of this thing? Good. Good.
Like that.
I almost clicked
That's like
save
the
mute and it
new
was like,
greatest.
y'all.
That's like the new greatest tool Terrence is gonna have is this mute button.
Oh man.
Feels like the power of the weakest link lady. Like at any point he could just like you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Like and then all of a sudden you're cut off.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I love to go Saints in the preseason Super Bowl. Like I always do it, and I'm tired of losing that. It's so hard to go.
Broken. Like what the hell is wrong with you?
It's every time they
Saints?
have like one of those miracle losses in the playoffs. I've picked the Saints to win the Super Bowl that year.
Super Bowl pick. I'm going. If you don't know, I'm going.
Terrence going Ravens.
No, Terrence is going Pats.
No, he's
No.
going Mahomes.
I'm going Ravens in the
Okay.
Super Bowl against Russell Wilson.
Yeah, no, I think I was gonna say Russell Wilson too represents the NFC. I do like them right now. He's
like
due
what
for
they're
that
doing.
MVP type thing. I would say
They got their playmaker in the secondary again. They still have a bunch of running backs.
Russell
Their
over
receivers
Mahomes.
are getting better. I like it.
Russell over Mahomes for me.
I
It's just
actually
so hard to
personally-
win back-to-back championships. I just can't pick the Chiefs, but
I don't
Russell
think the
over Mahomes.
Chiefs have the big of a year as we think. Like they make the playoffs,
They'll be
but
great.
they probably lose second round.
I'm gonna go
Some
Ravens
upset shit.
over. I really want to pick the Eagles. I think the Eagles are actually really good. They
Yeah,
just get
hell
hurt a
no.
lot.
Miles Sanders, RB.
Bro, it's
Carolina.
RB by committee. There is no actual RB one there. It's RB by committee.
Okay, well then I feel even worse.
I honestly
really?
Thank you for making me feel worse. Like,
I like Ravens over either. Do I have to commit to one? I like Eagles. I'm telling you, the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour could be something filthy this year, guys. It could be crazy.
how when the Lions are coming out?
I don't get it. And somehow the Bears are going to be better than them too, so I don't get it.
Okay.
I'm
They're
gonna
gonna
go.
beat this
I'm gonna
guy.
go Ravens over the Packers. I'm gonna go Ravens over the Packers. I'll commit to the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour, and I'm just gonna blood oath that this year.
That's wild.
That's what I'm gonna go with. That should have been my hot take. Packers in the Super Bowl this year. That should have been my hot take.
Yeah, that is wild.
I think Ravens win it though. Defense is still good. Like I said, best coach in the division. One of the best coaches in the league. Top 3 coach in the league probably. I don't think the Seahawks defense is good enough to get them there. As much as I love Russell
They have
Wilson,
playmakers, which matter.
they got a playmaker. Like
No, they got a couple of playmakers in that secondary.
I don't know. And I feel
Diggs
like
is
Russell
nobody
Wilson
to
just
slouch
always
on.
running
Diggs is
for
next
his
place, too.
Russell Wilson just be running for his life every game.
DK, man. Tyler Lockett.
I'm big on
Over there.
DK. I'm big on DK.
What's the tight end? Hollister? He's solid. Even though he might still be hurt. He got hurt last year. I'm not sure.
That's all I got for football, boys.
I am juiced for football. Once they
That made me young too. Shit.
once they announced Trubisky, because you guys know everything's been Foles. Everything's been Foles, and I was rooting for my guy. So I'm ready to get my heart broken again. Let's go football season.
I really was hoping it was false because for some stupid reason, Troops kills us. I don't get it. But let's get to the grid, to the diamond, man. That's my sport.
Oh yeah, we damn. I forgot. We usually do football last. I forgot we haven't even done baseball. It's kind of into like the dog days of the season, even though it's a quick season. Like we're kind of in
Halfway
that.
through, right?
Yeah, we're a little past halfway. But like basketball's so into the best part, and football's about to start. I just feel like baseball's kind of getting lost in the mix right now, and I'm sure it'll pick up in a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit to touch on. Just
Right. I mean, Dodgers are still. They're just dodgering. Exactly. Dodgers are dodgering. But I think we wrote it down. Things that I like are the small teams that we said are still getting after it in a season like this. Like we said, Rays and A's are still as dangerous as ever.
And Chicago. Chicago's still right there, right with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's the White
Both
Sox.
Chicagos are actually playing the Cubs are playing really well, leading their division. But White Sox are playing well too, and they're going to
I
be in
want
the
to say
mix.
they're tied for the division. Is it Indiana? That's not it. Cleveland, right?
It's the Cleveland division, yeah. So I do like them. One thing that did happen that popped off that was good is the Yankees and Rays are back into their beef. So I know
They're not down to fade though.
they are down. They are down. Chapman went headhunting on multiple guys. He only didn't hit any of them. Ended up striking them all out. But he was going up and in, and he went over the top at 101 over the top of this dude's head. And I sent you guys the Kevin Cash clip. He inject that shit into my veins the way he coaches baseball. He basically pops off, long story short on the clip, pops off on the Yankees, tells them, you already hit Joey Wendell. There was no need to have Chapman in there throwing at guys. You hit Joey Wendell to start the game. You guys have been throwing at us. You chirp all day. Supposedly, the Yankees are one of the classless teams in baseball right now. And the best was the way he ends it, right? He mic drops and he goes, the last thing I'll say on it is I got a whole stable full of guys that throw 98, and that's about that. And I'm like, hell yeah, brother. Don't play with my guys. We here for this. I love it.
I wish your coach would be like, I got a whole team full of cats that like UFC.
Yeah.
Like,
man, for real.
The hell with throwing at cats like that, because that's only going to hurt somebody. Y'all want to keep talking shit? We're going to empty your benches, and we got cats that throw them. Because cats get suspended anyway for throwing a minor punch. You might as well throw a real punch and drop that cat, and y'all really landed. On our test, somebody.
Some shit that really had me fired up was so Broussard gets thrown over his head by Chapman. He ends up striking out, and that's when they start talking shit, and bench is clear. Cash ends up saying that shit that night. Next day, first inning, Broussard, 2-run dinger.
Yeah,
Get him out of here.
It was a no-doubter.
No doubter. Sammy Sosa double skips out of there, bat flip, the whole nine.
Dope.
3 innings later, another one. Get it out of here. Went double. He hit two bombs the next day, and both times, no doubter, like Sammy Sosa double trotted. I was like, yes, sir. Inject the Rays into my veins. This guy's my new favorite player.
Exactly.
Like, I'm all for it.
Talk your shit on the field, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
How elite
Either
is
run hands or
Chapman?
talk it on the field.
How elite is Chapman to throw 2 behind you and still just strike you out?
Bro, he threw 2. He threw up and in. Then the next one literally missed his head by like a quarter of an inch, 100 over the top of his head, and then goes like 3 straight sliders and just makes him look ridiculous. I was like, oh my god, like that's not
You know
even
what's funny?
fair.
That proved a point too. Like,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
shit. Like,
He did-
man, that's
The first 2 batters of the inning, he did the same thing. Like first 2 pitches up and in, and then just boom, 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 strikes him out. Up and in,
who's the
boom, 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 strikes
Yankees
him out.
manager again?
Aaron Boone.
That's what I thought. Aaron Boone.
He doesn't. I don't know. Like the Yankees do rub me the wrong way right now. This
I
isn't
can
the
see that,
first
Zach.
time. Isn't the first time you're kind of hearing like this team act like this. They kind of act like the Yankees, as we know. You know, if you know your baseball, the Yankees are supposed to be the classiest team. There's no beards. It's like George Steinbrenner was supposed to run this extremely eccentric, classy, first-class organization, and I get the
I
feeling
wonder what that really meant.
that to me it really feels like they're like spoiled, like they're spoiled rotten children, and they have like the worst attitudes, and they yell at their mom in the store, and when the mom says you can't have the Lucky Charms, they throw it on the ground and throw a tantrum. Like I get that feeling from this Yankee team, and I hate that.
Yeah, they
That's
definitely.
hilarious.
he
That's
said,
hilarious. That's
No, get the
Nothing else
Kroger brand.
Zach-
I don't
said.
want the Kroger brand.
I
Zach
want
said
it
it best.
now. And then they just like start wrecking the whole aisle, and then the mom has to like jet out of there or something. Like that's how they are.
I'm ready to give you my hot take straight up right now.
Let me hear it.
Slam Diego is gonna do it. They're
Oh
not
no,
scared.
come on,
No,
baby.
shut up. I'm doing it. They will beat the Dodgers if they face them in the playoffs because they do not care, and the Dodgers have all the pressure on them. These kids is hitting. They hitting. They hitting.
I'm glad we get
You
to
think these kids are
goddamn
gonna?
clip this.
You trust the kids to hit more under pressure than the Dodgers? Because the Dodgers ain't never had problem hitting under pressure. It's pitching is what they have problem doing under pressure.
I think the Padres pitching is damn good. Lamit just went 9
I'm not
last
so
night.
yeah. I do like the Padres. I mean, I like the Padres. They're really good. Like
Tony Hawk shouting out Clevinger. Come on now.
So
Who's
cool.
shouting out your team right now? Huh? Do you have
But we
Tony
get-
Hawk shouting out
we-
your Dodgers
Nah,
right now?
bro, George Lopez shouts us out every game as we take the field. Watch out, bro.
George Lopez is not Tony Hawk. I love George Lopez, but can
Yeah,
George
true.
Lopez drop in a bull?
I got Larry
No.
King. I got Larry King behind home plate every game.
Bro,
Come
you
on,
you
dog.
bought you gonna give me Larry King? I don't give a damn about
damn.
Larry King. I said Tony Hawk. This guy said Larry
I
King.
like
Cool.
I
Larry
like
King's
Slam
a
Diego,
legend.
man.
Larry King. We got SeaWorld then in San Diego. Shit, if you want to talk about it.
You wanna-
Dodgers are the best.
You
team,
want
man.
to you want to
guys are
pump up
tripping.
SeaWorld, man?
No, I don't.
Disrespecting
SeaWorld
those whales.
sucks.
No, I'm just like
No, you know what's crazy? Side note before we get off, I do got a quick story because you guys know I used to do like summer camps and go on all these field trips and shit. So one time we were in, I want to say it was at Six Flags. I think it was like one of those parks. I think it was Six Flags because it was an amusement park / like not water park, like aquarium.
Mhm.
And it was this girl in my group, this little girl. I want to say she was like 8 years old. And when we went to go sit down, like it was like lunchtime, so all the groups meet back over and everybody sits together to go watch like the whale show and everything.
Mhm.
This little girl set the whole show backwards and was like, "I refuse to watch this. This is animal cruelty."
No, no.
And I was like,
hell yeah.
"I fuck with you," and I turned around and watched it with her like that. I was like, "I support this," and that little girl was
For you,
empowering.
dude.
She
That's
was
cool. Good for you, dude.
like-
Yeah.
That shit was so cool though. But a side story.
Terrence was like, got it back, and then he was like, peeped,
Oh.
peeped over the shoulder. He was like, I support this.
I support this, but dolphins are cool.
Everyone's like, ah. Turns like,
Got my phone out, like, looking over my shoulder, like, oh shit.
helping you. No, that's too funny.
Oh, jokes. But yeah, Slam Diego. That's my hot take, man.
Whew, man. All right.
Also, Rays. What the hell is going on over there, though? Those
I'm
boys-
glad. I just want them to to win the division over the Yankees. That's really all I care about over there. Like win the division over the Yankees, and we're good.
With this short season and all the pitching they have, they definitely can dominate that division.
Yep. So, Jake,
But
what do you got? Any
last
baseball
week,
news?
Jake?
Dodgers to win it, but I mean,
I don't know. I didn't mean to ask Jake about baseball. He's a little bitch. He didn't even care. Look at him. He hates
what
it.
do you want from me, dude? You want me to
I want to know what
I want you to
is going
care.
on with Nostradamus, Mr. Prophet. I want to know what's going on with the sports bets. Where
Oh,
are we
sports!
at with
I was
that?
like, "That's me." It's good, man. We had a
Is
great
it?
day. We had a great day yesterday. The weekends. This is I'll tell you. There's something about the weekends in sports. It gets weird. Like Saturday and Sunday in baseball gets goddamn weird. I'll tell you. Last week you had Garrett Cole, Bieber, Bauer. and 2 more aces. DeGrom, their teams all lost on their starts last week. Like you think the weekend comes around and you think that you're about to just lock in these aces when they pitch, man, it gets weird. But other than a funky weekend this past weekend, man, sports profits have been good. We've been getting more subscribers. We've been getting people wanting to get these picks. It's easy money, man. I got the picks free. You just let me know if you want them. That's how it is. You come to sports
Outside
profits.
of the obvious pick for the Lions over Bears, like what for sure are you giving to the fans?
Give me a football
Or
pick.
if you
this
have
week.
any for sure.
Football pick? You want like a week one? Like who's gonna win?
Give
who's gonna
me a
lose?
bet for the Thursday night game. Chiefs Texans. Give me a bet off the top of your head for the Chiefs Texans game.
Oh, Chiefs -7 first half, -6 first half. Like I would take Chiefs by 10. If you go alternate line, you really want to make some money. Like go grab it like Chiefs -9 first half. As I would. Chiefs will be rolling by halftime.
Chiefs 2-score lead at the half, huh?
Oh yeah, 10 or more. I would say so. I went against the grain yesterday, and I alternate bet BYU. I went and took them -9.5. Everyone, we had collaborators and people.
Did they not score, or were they the team that scored all the points?
They scored. They scored 50 in like the first half. They were up by like 40
the
in
other
the first
team
half.
didn't score, right? It was
Navy.
like 50-0 or something like
Yeah,
that.
Navy couldn't score, and so I'm not afraid of the lines in football. Some teams are going to put up points. Like Kansas City is going to put up points. Take the over, whatever it is, and take Kansas City by like 10 first half.
Okay, so you're for sure it's Kansas City, and then the Lions over Bears. Solid.
No. I wonder what the line is on that. It's got to be a pick'em line, right?
Try to sneak that right in there. Let's sneak it right on by.
Solid.
And then always check in with us on Saturday, man. We love to do UFC stuff. We love to put out a lot of picks for UFC. You got a decent card coming up this week, but after that, the 2 and 3 weeks from now, great UFC cards. Definitely
We
tap
will
into
be
Sports
talking
Profits.
about all the upcoming fights on the pod, so tap in for your UFC takes. We are doing it.
Yeah, I still think I'm leaning Costa, man. I think Adesanya gets his match finally.
Oh,
But
God.
I have time to waffle back.
I will tell my
to waffle
viewers,
back.
before we get back into that, I would tell my viewers proceed with caution with that fight because neither one of those guys have even attempted a takedown. Costa
Should be over like
I want to
that.
say Costa throws they said he averages like 9 punches a round, which is like the highest rate in the history of UFC. Asanya also dodges more punches. They have like from all the statistics and shit, he dodges more punches, but he also throws like 5. It's about to be crazy. 8-inch reach difference. Like I want to say Asanya is like 83 or something like that, and Acosta's like 86. So it's like a crazy reach difference. And like I said, neither one of these guys even attempted to take down. So blood will be shed and cats is throwing bombs. Like
They're gonna be throwing them in that. That's gonna be such a good fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Bro,
It's
Costa
such a good.
is the biggest middleweight I've ever seen, dude. Like,
And he's still fast though. But he's still fast. He's got a great combination.
bro could fight light heavy easily and could maybe move up to heavyweight if he really hit the weight room. Like that's a big dude to be fighting middleweight.
The fight leading up to that one too is going to be Covington Woodley, which we'll have some stuff to say on that next week. Great
Come on,
fight as
Tyron.
well.
That's
Yeah,
my
you
guy.
got you got
My
more.
favorite
You got
fighter.
another one in you, Tyrone. You got another good win in you. I think so too.
He looks a little old lately in his last few fights.
But I think he still got a little gas in the tank.
Well, Covington just make you want to get riled up anyway. So it's like you're gonna come and fight for
for
that
real.
fight. Like he gonna be talking and have you
go
fired
beat
up.
his ass for sure.
Oh man, got me on the UFC, man. Almost about to
Yeah,
start
I love it.
running
Man.
off
I've been in it big. What you guys been up to before we get out of here? What's everyone been up to?
My show is back. My favorite show possibly
yeah.
we have ever watched. The Boys Season 2. They do 3 episodes every Friday. I ran through all 3 back to back to back, just like without even blinking. Superheroes gone bad. It's like superheroes, but rated RRR, gory as hell. Man, it's so good. Billy the Butcher. Oi, mates, he's back, man. If you've ever watched that show, that dude is awesome. I can't recommend a show more than I would ever recommend The Boys. I have been all over it. I can't wait for Friday so I can watch 3 more, man.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that show. Me, it's 2 things. 2K21 just came out, so I am in the park getting cups. If you see me out there, run, because it's going to be a bucket on your head.
See us out there,
For
Terrence.
everybody.
We coming.
We coming for everybody. I'm try hard this year. Call me Johnny 2K Try Hard. That's who I'm going to be this year. I'm try hard guy. But other than that, I have been watching The Legend of Korra, so shout out to the Avatar. I've been watching like the spinoff series to that. So it's on Netflix. Been interested in that. Yeah, man, I'm a cartoon guy, man. I've always been,
Nice.
man.
I haven't really watched anything new, man. I finished Last Chance U. I'm just watching like American Dad reruns and Big Bang Theory. That's all I've been on. I just got to pick up a new show. I don't know.
The
I've been scared to commit.
boys.
Scared to commit, man.
Zach, the first episode.
We
of
gotta
The
get
Boys-
Zach on. We gotta get Zach on 2K. Get this guy back on gaming.
Yeah, man.
I
I don't see
know.
guy online no more.
I know. I've
gotta
been
get my big
I've been
man
on my
back.
PS4. I've been on the show. I just be.
You stink at that. I know you stink.
I told you guys, Kenley already blew. He's like 8 for 12 and save, or 9 for 13. I'm like, how
Was you
about
playing
only
franchise or diamond?
franchise mode? Franchise mode. I like did a little fantasy draft, but I went and
Oh,
got
that's how you
Kenley
did
as my
do that.
closer, and he's still fucking stinky, dude. Like, man, cutter ain't
If we
cutting.
do like a
even on the
modified
show.
league with less games, we should do like a simulated league, like we always try to do. I feel like we
Man.
might better do baseball.
I
'Cause you
was
guys
bummed.
suck at basketball and football.
How is it like?
I'm not interested.
How is he already blown
This
4
guy's not
saves?
good at
Anyways.
building a team.
But that's what
Kenley sucks.
He had 91. I thought I was good. This shit don't cut on the video game either anymore. Like, goddamn. Like, shit ridiculous.
Zach,
I,
hop
pr-
into the
I,
Amazon
I
Prime
press
box
cutter,
and-
but they're throwing a 4-seam somehow. Like, I don't
Nobody
get it.
is watching the boys, Jake.
I need to get on it for sure.
I'm helping you.
Now I'm gonna
I do
watch
need
it.
to get
'Cause
on
that
it.
sound good.
I've been thinking the old school though. I've been thinking I'm ready to start The Wire. It's such a classic, and everyone
Hell
says
yeah.
you need to watch
Oh, I
it.
love
So
The Wire.
I
Oh
think-
my god! Oh my god!
I think I'm ready to
Great
might
show.
possibly
Fantastic
be
show.
able to dive into that. I got to start something though. I'm on the look. For
I've
something.
rewatched The Wire twice. So that's how good it is.
Oh man, yeah, I know it's like all-time classic. Mello grew up like right where that's based off of in Baltimore and stuff, and he says it was a bad time over there. It was ugly lit. It was weird.
Definitely.
You know, it got crazy.
Definitely.
Anything else, boys?
No, just the boys.
Very nice.
Well, as always, Lions over Bears this weekend. It's the Other Team Podcast. Mamba forever.